And we are live Wednesday night with those guys. And Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
those guys.
guys.
We need an echo machine and a reverb. All of that cool stuff.
We actually did it pretty good by ourselves.
Hold it. I had a window open. There we go. That's muted. Live stream is muted. Hey, Paul, I sent you an invite. We were having technical issues, so ignore all the invites.
And check the last one.
Yeah, check the last invite. What's up, Herman? What's going on?
It's been a rough week dealing with this quarantine here in the city. Hey, what's up, Mike? What's good, man? How's it going up there in the queues?
Mike Roach, what's good? How are you, sir? I got the alert from on the computer and on my phone, which is good.
Okay, I didn't get one.
Huh?
I didn't get one, but it does say that I'm live.
Okay, that's cool. That's all that matters. The last invite that I sent, Paul, I just sent you one. Try the one from me. That's the one he gave me.
A minute ago too.
That's the one he gave me to get into the meeting. So, excuse me.
Hey,
Desmond's Donda, Joe Mack,
was good.
Adley's famous FPV.
Adley.
How are all you guys?
Well, you know what, Lawrence? I mean, it's like I said, it's
got
been
some 6-inch joints, Adley Honor. What were you saying?
It's been a rough week, like I said, with this, dealing with this virus and stuff, that's going around.
Yeah.
The way things are here in the city, the way things are all over the country and the world, but I have to deal with here in the city and our country. So I talk about here in the city and our country.
Right.
But what's good, man?
Yeah, see, my issue is right now we're in the epicenter. The governor of New York decided to make it mandatory that everyone has to wear masks, but then in the same sense, he says, if you're not in a crowd or near any people, you don't have to have one on. That's kind of like
I understand that because that's what I was telling you before about airborne particle and stuff like that. Like I said, we wear masks at work all the time because we deal with airborne particles.
Right.
And without that mask, almost anywhere, you're going to pick up some of these particles.
You mean chunks, not a go. Guess we'll have to watch from the cheap seats. See, Paul, what the issue is, the way they've made Zoom, if you do a live stream, now, hey, AZ Drone, dude, and you don't copy the invitation when you schedule it, they don't give you another option to freaking send out.
I don't understand why Paul...
The one that I sent him, Paul, I used that link to get in to the live stream, so I don't know what's going on. I just copied the email from Herman. Let me try and copy it again and send it again, but that's
sent it to him again.
All right,
we'll give it a shot. Just sent it, Paul. But like I said, I understand that because I was
organized confusion
before. The mask is actually to protect others from you.
Right.
Now, if you're leaving your house and you're going into your car and you're doing things that you don't come into contact with other people, right. I don't really think you need the mask, because if you need that mask to walk around and breathe the air that we breathe, you can't go outside at all, because
you shouldn't go outside.
Your eyeballs and stuff like that is exposed.
True, but they don't. It's true, they don't see it like that. They do.
That's why he said to you, if you're not in contact with people, you don't need the mask. But if you're coming in contact with people, yeah, you should put that mask on.
Well, he made it.
You should put some goggles on.
Or if you walk into an establishment, you're in the cheap seats, Paul. If they make it mandatory for you to wear it when you walk into a business, then okay. Wow, I lost 10 subscribers. I had 3,888. I have 3,877. Freaking YouTube, man.
Where are you at, Paul?
Where's Paul? Paul says he's in the cheap seats because he's in the green room on hold.
How?
So check. He's probably in the waiting room. Yeah.
I did not get an alert that Paul was coming in. So okay, wait a minute. They see Justin got in with the same link.
Yeah, I don't understand. They're bugging out. Now I need to know, Justin, whose email did you click on to get in once you have audio?
Herman's.
Whose?
Herman's.
You clicked on Herman, so Herman's is working. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Elliot, what's good, man?
Elliot Franco, -1.
-1. What happened?
Where have you been, you vagrant? Hey, no yawning. Your camera's off, though.
Yeah, your camera's off. So what have you been up to, Elliot? Hey, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Check this out. You're talking about when we're talking about the virus and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, a lot of restaurants and things, a lot of businesses are closed now. They're really starting to talk about cracking down on that. What's really an essential business,
right?
Because, you know, like half the stores are open and the other half are not, and it's like, why is he open but he's not open?
Right.
You know, but hey, Big Matt, what's good, man?
What's up, Matt? Matt,
a guy, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, John Zangler, but anyhow, what he was doing in his area, hey Lynn, what's up? He was taking pictures with his drone of the businesses and with people picking up food from restaurants and delivering food with his drone and posting his pictures to their you know, a lot of towns and stuff like that, like how you have that Far Rockaway site there for Facebook and stuff like that, posting to which restaurants are actually taking orders and who's open for, like, you know, for takeouts and for delivery in their area.
Okay.
So, you know, and he's doing it, you know, free. So, you know, it's a nice thing for a guy to do during this time.
Yeah, it is. There are a lot of people doing a lot of stuff on the humanitarian tip, and it's really, really messed up that people are still charging people rent and stuff for stores. I understand you have a business to run and things like that, but the humanitarian thing to do would be to you know, think about your tenants, because without your tenants, when it's over, when all of this is over, how you treat your tenants will dictate whether you still have tenants or not.
Well,
unless some can't do anything about it, and you know, but I think it's kind of messed up. For the most part, people are doing humanitarian type things.
Hey Lawrence, I just got an alert.
It's as bad here. My wife's work closed down 3 weeks ago. She started back on Monday. They just do it now.
Mm-hmm.
What, you got an alert for your own show?
Yeah, I just got it.
We're having problems. I just sent it again, Paul. So I don't know if you'll be able to get in, but I just sent the same invite that I sent Justin and the same one that Herman sent us. Anyway, you're watching Wednesday Nights with those guys. Click that like button. Let us know what you guys are doing to deal with this virus thing right now. It's still early, so we have a little bit of time to kill. And there isn't really a whole lot of drone news, but can I show something? This is drone related, because Colorado is allowing people to hunt and shoot down drones, shoot down spy drones. You remember the situation where people were complaining about those drones over Colorado and that area, and they still.
I don't know if that's actually a new article or not, but it's still illegal to do so.
Yeah. It is still illegal to do so. And in fact, in most states, it's illegal to shoot at any object in the air. Jay Sense, how are you? And welcome to welcome to. Oh, everyone's talking about stimulus. Your sister got hers today. Congratulations. My wife got hers today. Um, I know someone in Arizona that got theirs today.
Well, they said on the
My
news
my
that everyone
mom's
today.
is 73 years old. She got hers today, burning a hole in her pocket. What y'all doing? Well, I'm doing nothing. I'm waiting for Diane to get off the computer. Well, I don't have no food in the house. I'm like, you don't have Ma, you don't have any food. Well, not anything that I particularly want to eat. I don't have Red Lobster here. Burning a hole in her damn pocket.
Wait,
She ain't even had it 10 hours yet. And already, well, and I explained to her that my wife needs to get her brakes done. So tomorrow I'm gonna go to the mechanic and see how much he charged, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Daryl Hickman. But it's funny. See, Lynn received hers today. And what's funny is she didn't even ask me how the hell I was doing.
Oh, how you doing?
You know? So
Good.
I'm not mad at that because I know her already. I know how my mom's is. I know her intentions are good. It's just that,
did. She said that you want Red Lobster.
yeah, right. Meaning she'll buy if I fly. That's what that is.
That's a win-win.
And then, well, then my wife was, because we were talking about eating out. We haven't ate out in a while. You know, we've been in the house 3 weeks eating my cooking. I mean, I'm good. it's you know, that's all I can say. You know, so Red Lobster would be kind of good right about now. Thank you, Lynn, for asking. I'm doing okay. I'm comfortable, but today I decided to stay in the house. Be careful with the stimulus because it'll catch next year's tax time. I'm holding on to mines unless well, listen.
Well,
Go ahead, Herman.
don't they always get it back?
Of course. They're going to get it back somehow. You think they're going to give you free money?
Well,
That was back in the 70s, you know, back during good times.
Did they?
No, they gave you money from you got food stamps or whatever you got. You didn't have to pay it back. Now you're on food
Did
stamps.
they?
Don't hit the number and let them find out.
Did they? Man, listen. You could hit lotto and end up giving it all back.
Talk about.
And then have too much to be declared eligible for public service, but not enough
Lynn.
to survive.
Oh, check it out. Remember your nephew Ray Ray, who we also put on public assistance? Well, you signed your name and he hasn't paid us back jack yet. So we want his share too. What's up, Jay Santiago? What you doing, Justin? I see you twisting and doing something, and I see two holes on the wall. So it means you're working on something.
Not really. Just trying to clean the desk off. It's looking like a rat's nest.
Oh, the sin whoop.
Huh?
You're cleaning your
I'm just
sin whoop.
cleaning up, cleaning stuff out.
Hey, Justin.
Dirt off of stuff.
Ain't nothing free in the land of the free. I like that.
You ain't never right. You ain't never been more right. Justin, have you seen that the
What's up,
promo
Al?
that I did for
How are you, man?
video
Oh no, it was good.
at the beach?
Yeah, I saw it. It was good.
Yeah, it was a nice little beach promo.
Did
Of
you
course,
like it?
of course, out of all of the takeoffs that I do, you had to catch the one with me like walking like a penguin as I took off. But
Hey, it took off though.
this is true. I didn't hit anyone yesterday, right?
No, you know, I actually caught that shot where you whizzed by Justin the first time.
Oh, get out! You did catch it.
Yeah, I did catch it.
All right,
I
cool.
tell you, in the
cool.
camera, it's a blip. But when you
Yeah.
run back the footage, you can see it.
Yeah.
You should let Paul wait in the green room a little bit since he said he couldn't get in.
He says he's been there. Have you seen the green room? Oh,
I
there he is.
just got an alert that he was in there.
Oh, see, I sent him an invite.
He's got to turn his camera on. I don't know what's going on with Zoom right now. They zooming. Where'd Lawrence disappear to?
What happened?
Oh, I thought you disappeared.
No, I just didn't want you to see what I was doing.
Oh, excuse me.
But
Pick your nose
anyway,
and your teeth on when you're not on camera.
Oh, well, anyway, I got the maiden voyage, my Hadley build, 6-inch chameleon build yesterday, and I'm really happy. I feel bad. Cut the camera on, Paul. Um, I feel bad that
There, here he goes.
there were so many people. There were so many. What's up, Paul? There were so many people on the beach yesterday, man.
Paul's been working, huh? I see.
Yeah, Paul's been busy.
How long did it take you to sit there and do that one?
We can't hear you, Paul. We cannot hear you.
Yeah,
Paul, put another quarter in the slot and pull the arm.
Turn your mic on.
Yeah, way too much people. Outside.
Because once I got over the fear of flying over the sand, that wasn't the issue. Paul doesn't have any audio for some reason.
No, turn your mic off, turn it back on.
Yeah, try to kill your mic and put it back on. And I don't know why. It should have let you come in on camera as well.
You know what?
Connect
Justin?
audio. Oh, connect audio with computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, Justin. But when looking out over the streets, I didn't see much people on the streets. I saw
it was just the beach.
people
Right.
are at the beach and in the parks, but on the streets.
Whose invite did you come in on, Paul? Mine or Herman's?
Well, it wouldn't really matter. He's in.
But there's no audio. What's
Come
going
back
on, Al Diaz?
And
How are you?
he's not muted.
Yeah, I see that. But it looks like he's having the same issue Roger is when Roger's trying to come in. Oh, he's typing. I can't type now. I can't communicate with you right now.
His camera is off. Now he's back. Now I wonder if he goes out completely and clicks back on that same invite, would it let him back in?
Only thing we can do is see. It's the only invite to it.
Yeah.
Audio fixing tool, Desmond Donders. A hammer. Yeah, Desmond Donders.
You know what?
That fixes everything.
That's the last resort when the warranty runs out and everything, and it's just not working properly. And you can't
Paul, did you try clicking on the microphone? And I know he's experienced enough, so it sees your Yeti or whatever microphone you're using, your webcam microphone, or it even has an option. Same.
Go Shots. What's good, man? Mike.
Drone Shots. How are you, buddy? How's everybody doing? Anyway, there isn't a whole lot of drone news because the only news that there is Justin sent me, Drone Evolution sent me a video of the streets of Philadelphia. If you think New York is vacant, in Philadelphia, you could sit down in the middle of the street with your controller and fly the avenue back and forth all you want because there's no cars out. Coast to coast, how are you?
Which I would not mind going to do, but
What happened?
I wouldn't mind going there, but if they saw New York place, you
well, see, that's the problem. Anthony Charles sent me the same video, and I'll send it to you, Herman. The streets.
I saw it.
Oh, okay.
He sent it to me.
Well, I told Anthony. It's funny you say that, Justin, because I told Anthony
What's up, Bill?
Charles.
How's it going,
I said if they weren't checking every place for New York plates, we could probably go there and fly and have a run of the town.
I think you could probably go and not have to worry about it. I just think that it's to go someplace like that just to go fly. I don't think that's too safe.
Well, they're outside the epicenter. If anything, I'm worried about catching something in Philly. I've been doing knock wood. Okay, here in New York.
Everybody's affected by it.
They're above and beyond.
But to say I mean, we got out a couple of times, like one day out of the week. we weren't in close contact with anyone. We weren't in close contact with each other.
That's true. Over a
But
long period of
but
time.
we're at the same place.
Right. That's true.
You know, but to travel 2 hours to Philly, that's a
I
little,
was near the
that's a little
ballpark
crazy.
on the back of his truck, I guess.
I mean, if we were in Philly, that's one thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't risk going in this time anyway. During this time, because
Let's
the
see what happens now.
interaction between here and Philly is too much. That's too much of a.
His mic should work now because it actually says that I can mute him. So
Okay, try now, Paul. He didn't say you can mute you. Maybe your mic is working.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
we can hear you now.
I went out, completely shut everything down, restarted the computer, and now it's okay.
Well, sometimes, Paul, if the computer's been on for about 72 hours, that's advisable.
Well, it was working at 3:00 this morning.
Oh shoot.
Well, you got to remember, Paul's computer is always on because it actually runs the house. It keeps
Hey,
the house
Roger.
flying.
Oh.
He's got
They
the
say
enterprise there.
it feeds Mia and opens the shades and everything else.
It reminds me of everything I got to do. And hey, you like my new background?
I see. Wednesday nights with those guys. I wonder where you got that from.
Yeah.
They
A
say
little
once you.
birdie dropped it into my mailbox.
Okay.
Oh, that's how
Okay.
you got it?
Yeah.
Very
I
interesting.
got that same picture.
See?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Hey,
Go
check this
figure.
out, Lawrence.
Mike
This is-
Goats, Drone Shots. How are you, buddy? Haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you. Hope all is well on your end.
There's only one other thing that I had found. I was listening out for some stories. I heard this story the other day, and I wanted to talk about it the other day, and I thought it was a little bit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But and Jason has mentioned it several times that a lot of the flight schools and the testing centers are all closed.
Right.
Well, apparently, in North Carolina, there is a flight school, Blue Line Aviation, what's that? Raleigh Durham.
Yeah.
Raleigh Durham Airport. That is actually open during this stay-at-home lockdown, and apparently this guy here, was it Trey Walters? From what I heard, I don't know how true it is, but I know what fines or penalties he could be faced with. What's up, Roger? But he's saying that the school will be open and his employees cannot complain about it or they'll be terminated.
Are you serious?
That's what the article was saying.
That's
the
as bad
story
as
said.
that's as bad as
I had
Como.
sent you the that video link that I had saw it on.
Oh, I honestly can't get a chance to see everything, but that sounds like a story I just saw on the news.
Mhm.
Governor Cuomo, the governor,
Mhm.
got on the air and 2 weeks ago had asked if you are retired nursing or can come help out New York, to
Mhm.
please come help out. So this
Right.
lady all the way from Colorado, practicing nurse,
Right.
okay, her hospital, the workers slow there. So she informed human resources that she was going to New York to help out. And they said,
Roger,
okay,
who you calling?
you'll have your job provided you take a leave of absence without pay. So
Right.
she was like, okay, that's expected. I'm not here. I don't expect you to pay me, and I'm not going to use my vacation time and my built up time. So she gets all the way here to New York. She's here, and they just had her on the news tonight talking about human resources sent her a letter saying that she's been terminated. So I'm like, wow, how
Why?
messed up
Because
could
she
that be?
came to
So
help
now when
out?
all of this is, now she's getting paid here in New York
Mhm.
because New York does have a budget to pay all the doctors and nurses. They better, you know what I'm saying? And all the hospital employees. But when this is all fine and done, if I were her, I would reconsider about going back to work for the hospital system in Colorado after pulling something like that off. But imagine on your resume, what did you have on your resume? Oh, I helped fight COVID-19 and survived. You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
she
pretty
got
good on your resume.
terminated from her job in North Carolina because she came here to.
No, she's from Colorado.
That's why she lost her job in Colorado.
Yes,
because she was
yes. But
coming
they
here
promised her,
to help
they
out.
promised her, they said the only way that we will allow you to go so you can keep your job is that you take a leave of absence. And of course, when you take a leave of absence, they make you sign a paper or whatever, and you agree to take it without pay. She agreed to that. Then she's been here in New York for 2 weeks getting paid, and she was talking to her family, and somehow she got a letter or email or whatever it was saying that she's been terminated from that hospital service through Human Resources,
That's
which
crazy.
gave her the permission to come. So I think it's kind of messed up. I was just saying, if she gets to go back home safely to her family in Colorado, I would screw the hell out of I'd say the hell with the hospital system there, or try to sue their asses.
Well, I mean, that's ugly.
Yeah.
You know, something like that needs to be brought to the attention of the media so they can embarrass them.
Paul, what are you doing with the blanket?
I had to move. My Roomba's running around, and when the Roomba is out cleaning all the floors, you got to do this dance. You got to shift and move and get out of the way. And
okay.
And that is the pad that's next to my desk that Mia sometimes lays on.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
But it doesn't do like the robot in the supermarket.
No.
The robot in the supermarket will stand there and go beep, beep. It'll go beep, beep. And then if you don't hear it, it goes beep, beep louder.
Exactly.
I always thought it was funny. I was like, why do they keep announcing the cleanups on the floor? And then I see this thing moving there, and I'm like, oh, that's why.
Yep.
And then people get in its way.
Yeah. We're in its way. It's only moving a half a mile per hour.
Yep.
You know, but I found out it's not just for cleanups. I did notice that when an aisle gets down to a certain stock, it goes and scans that label and puts in the order for shipping. So somehow it's hooked into the database as well. What are you putting here? COVID cases by zip code.
Here we go.
New York City cases by zip code. I'll look at it first. I have a pretty decent virus protection. Explore a full screen version. Okay. New York City coronavirus by zip code. Interesting. Very interesting.
That's how they mailed it out?
Huh?
Is that how they mailed it out?
the corona, right? Explore a full screen version of this map.
I'll check this out tomorrow.
Okay, I click on it, and another one. All right, I see what's going on here. What it is, they have a scale from actually.
That'll show you the highest concentration.
Yeah, I'll actually put it up.
Zip code.
I'll put it up on screen. Give me a second.
How does Corona look?
Well, it's showing you can see your actual boroughs that we live in. Like I live out here. No, wait a minute. I live in 11691. Up here.
Okay.
All right. Wow. My neighborhood is dark, dude. Well, we do have a meat locker, 2 meat lockers at the hospital over here. So I could see, but the worst area right here is 11368. What neighborhood is that? It looks like Astoria.
That's like over in Corona.
Hold control, zoom over.
Move over. That's Queens, but
yeah, that's it. On hold control to scroll. Control to scroll in. Here we go. Yeah, that looks like, because this is Randall's Island right here. So that's Astoria. This is Astoria.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the Astoria area, because this is Randall's Island right here.
I'm looking for.
No, it's not, because it's south of the island. Astoria is this number, because the Hell's Gate Bridge is through here. Hell's Gate Bridge is through here somewhere. This is Astoria.
Can you
Anyway,
hold up?
that's
Leave
interesting.
that up a second there.
Huh?
Leave that up a second there. That
But-
looks more like in the
Greenpoint?
in the Jackson Heights area.
Okay.
Corona, Jackson Heights, around there.
Okay, I got you.
Where's the airport in relations to that? Okay.
The
I see
airport
where you
would
are.
be over here somewhere. Somewhere in this area.
Okay,
somewhere back
so
here.
What you're looking at there is like Ditmas.
That's interesting though, because my neighborhood, which is right here,
Which is close to Astoria.
my neighborhood here is the worst on the peninsula. Damn. Yo, I'm not going outside for a little while. No, you're joking. I'm dead ass, man. That's crazy. And as you see, Manhattan is infected, but Harlem going all the way up is pretty bad too. There's all of this from Central Park, from here up, it starts getting darker.
We got the drive-through testing center right down the street.
From you?
Yeah.
I had heard that they were said. I had meant to mention that to you. They had said your area, but I don't know I don't know
We
the
actually have two of them.
neighborhood that
One,
well.
one by Sears and one up by the college.
Yes, we can say that I agree with you, Al Diaz. New York City is starting to flatten out. Okay, Paul, get it out your system.
Oh, he's been there a minute now.
I was overlooking to see.
Oh, so I blew it up. I kind of blew it up.
If you go to the IRS.gov site, you can go and see what your individual payment is and what the status is.
Well, I think the average is like 1,200. It depends. I mean, unless you're making more than 75,000 a year, Paul, and we don't know it from YouTube.
Well, that's why it came up for me. It says it's an exception for you. No information at this time.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
Elliot said that Corona is 11,368.
Corona is the okay.
Mana, do, 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 do. Mana, do, 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 do. Mana, do, 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 do,
Hey, Brendan.
Mana.
I'm sorry you had to come into this, Brendan, but Paul can't help himself. We understand.
Well, I'm glad you guys
It's-
reminded me. Otherwise, I would have missed it.
It's a lot better than the therapy doll. I could settle for that better than the therapy doll. Anyway,
You understand?
my thing is I had no idea that my neighborhood was a lot worse than other neighborhoods. But then again, we have more nursing homes per square foot, and they actually added 3,700 and something more bodies to the list of dead people, because now they're starting to count the nursing homes, which take up 25% of the people who are dying in New York, the state, as well as downstate where we live, New York City. And what else? What other fact was it? Well, yeah, other than we have more nursing homes per square foot than any other part of New York, that would explain why the death rate is so high out here. Because they've virtually locked down all the nursing homes now. You cannot get in unless you are essential personnel. They don't even have people cleaning the grounds anymore. They just got people taking the garbage out back. And every nursing home that I've passed out here, where they used to have day rooms and smoking rooms, all the shades are pulled down all the way around the building. So I don't
you
know.
want to check out the urgent care.
Huh?
The urgent care. I passed the urgent care the other day.
Yeah.
And the line was going around the parking lot.
Wow. Well, they just started this saliva test thing. So they're getting everyone, they have these machines that can diagnose whether you're positive within 13 minutes.
So everybody was sandwich bagged up and masked up in the parking lot on this line to get into the urgent care. And like some of them people wasn't getting in there for hours.
I could believe it. It's the same thing waiting out. You try to get into a Costco.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm the other day I spent 45 minutes on Easter.
If I
I
have to
spent
do that,
45 minutes outside of CVS
I
just
go
to get inside.
early in the morning before they open up.
No, check this out.
I wait
This
for
was
them to open
shortly
up.
after. I spent 45 minutes, and that was right immediately after opening up. There was a line before they even opened. The
Yeah.
supermarket, fortunately, the supermarket that I go to, they open at 7:30 for the elderly. So being I got a little grade, a young girl lets me in there, and I can
Did you have any of those old ladies bump you in the back with a shopping cart?
stop it, Paul. That's only in your neighborhood.
Metro Drones was good, bro.
Here, you might get stabbed or something. You get too close to someone
Is
nowadays.
that Ed?
Wait, Ed,
What's up, Ed?
Metro Drones. Happy Hump Day. Hope all are well. Hope all of you guys out there, your family's doing well
I
and,
didn't
and
even
is,
see Ed
is
in the
staying
chat.
safe.
What's up, man?
Oh,
Justin feels like I
Right,
feel.
Justin?
I don't know. He's been yawning. Huh?
Yeah.
Corona got you a little tired, huh?
Timeless, what's up? What you and
just
Paul
ate
were
food.
running around outside and stuff?
What were you doing, Justin? You sound like you
Eating
look
food?
like, huh?
I was eating food.
Oh, he ate before the live stream. That's what it
Never
is.
eat before the live
He
stream.
got the
I
itis,
learned my lesson now.
huh?
You never eat before the live stream.
No, don't do it.
Because
Don't
then you
do
get relaxed.
There's one of two things happen. Either you get the itis like you have, or you get food poisoning like Paul caught.
Well, what you do, Justin, if you're going to eat before the live stream, get some vintage fish.
I'll be
Nah.
back. I'm going to the
Hold on,
fridge.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Nah, you could end up. No, Paul, seafood is not good to mess with, old man. It could take you out.
Paul, I have never heard of vintage fish.
There's no
seafood,
vintage.
yeah.
There's no such thing as vintage food.
Well, if there's no such thing as vintage food, how come I've got a plethora of it in my refrigerator and freezer?
Because you won't throw it away.
Yeah, but it's food.
It's called old.
Paul, I've experienced a lot
AKA
of stuff.
Failed, rotten, spoiled.
I've
no good.
experienced a lot of things, Paul, and I've tried a lot of different foods, and there are just some things you cannot call food.
Well,
Gray shrimp is not food. Gray shrimp is a new life form.
well, you can tell if it's vintage or not because it's got that little wangy tangy flavor to it.
I wouldn't know because I wouldn't test it. Automatically, I would taste something like that and start yakking. What if I could get past the smell? But then I guess if it's gray, it doesn't smell anymore, does it?
Well, what you do is next time you go to the store, you ask somebody over in the frozen
When we
food
don't.
department, do you have any vintage seafood?
Paul,
There's
I
no
have
such
nothing
thing.
vintage in my neighborhood
Oh, okay.
other than people.
There's no such thing as vintage food.
I'm telling you. Paul's vintage food glows.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Not
I believe it, Lynn. You that day that I asked you to call him, he looked like he was starting to glow then.
sitting over there shivering.
Sitting there shivering, his lip was moving like this a mile a minute. And he goes, Paul, he goes,
Shivering
Herman,
and sniveling.
he goes, Herman, Lawrence, I think this is it. The first thing I thought about was Fred Sanford from Sanford and Son. Here I come, Elizabeth. Here I come. It's time.
Come on, if he got to go to the doctor, if he got to go to the hospital, then I guess this is it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you got down there and shook a stick at him or spoke to him over the phone.
No, she slaps the hair off the back of my head all the time.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
He says he does quite often, but he does not listen. Well, we've come to find that out when we tell him we're not coming. We've come to find that out, Lynn, when we've come to tell him we're not coming on his live stream at 3 a.m. But he still sends invites.
Well, okay, but look at Love My Drone says, what about sauerkraut? Sauerkraut sits in a crock and marinates for months at a time.
It's supposed to. But when it marinates and then starts breathing, there's a different
Well,
problem.
it does. That's why you have to
Hold
do
on,
it in a
hold
crock
on,
so that it can
hold on.
all,
Hold on,
all the
hold on,
vintage.
hold
all
on,
the
hold on.
vintage
I'm gonna put a
is-
stop to this right now. And
Do
do you eat old meat and old fish?
Yes.
Why you got some that?
No, because he's trying to support Paul's theory with the sauerkraut thing.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. If
And
you
like
eat
haggis?
old meat and old fish, hey, what's up, Ed? How are you? Love my drones?
There's a whole bunch of people eat haggis too.
Nah, man, I'm sorry, but that's not a good one, Paul.
Oh,
You got-
Justin, next time you go over and visit Lawrence, take him a couple of slices of haggis, will you?
I'm sorry. I don't eat anything that I have a hard time pronouncing. Plain and simple. That simplifies it. If I have a problem trying to pronounce it, you shouldn't be eating it.
Well,
It took me a while to eat escargot
It'll put
until I could say it.
it'll put a new freshness into your step. Believe me.
The freshness into your step into the grave.
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, for real. Anyway,
So did you guys get out
well,
and fly at all, or?
to
Not
be
today.
honest, I wanted to fly.
Yesterday I
We
went out.
flew yesterday. We did
Yeah.
fly yesterday. We
I
flew
saw
the
it.
day before. I think it rained the day before. Well, we've been flying, but I wanted to fly today, but I decided to stay in the house. And I'm glad I did. Now that I know COVID's running rampant out here in my own neighborhood due to that zip code thing.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that that's what got you on alert?
Well, I just found out about it. It may have me on alert for another couple of days.
Wow. Not to mention the people who they was telling you like
So for those of you who want to
700
know, Elliot
some
Franco
people.
posted this link here, so he gets full credit for it. But if you want to know the hot spots in New York City, there's the link there again. And
I'm just
the
glad-
darker the spot, the worse it is.
I'm just
Unfortunately,
glad
in
it's
southern
not
New
around
York,
here.
Share it
What
up on the
happened?
screen so everybody can see it.
he wants me to put it back on the screen.
Put it on
Okay,
the,
all
put it on
right.
the
Let
screen so
me.
everybody can
let
see
me
it, and
blow
you
up.
point us to where you are.
Well, you might not want to know where I'm at. Here, hold on. Here we go. I'll just point to my town, the town that I live in right here. This dark spot are the hot spots in New York City.
Yeah.
Control key moves everything around. I live
I wanna
in
look
this
at that
area
map
right here.
and compare it to Google Maps.
That's
I
a
live
dark
in this
spot.
area right here on this peninsula. And fortunately, this is my neighborhood. But it's because this area has more nursing homes per square foot of any other part of New York State.
Really?
The state of New York, yes. Yes. So going all the way up into the Bronx, before you get to the Bronx, this is all Manhattan Island. All these dark spots here are trouble spots. Where's your spot, neighborhood, Herman? You're
I'm
about
in the middle of Brooklyn.
in the middle of Brooklyn.
That's
Hold
not
on, let's
Brooklyn.
see.
That's just the ocean out there where you are.
11203. You're not that far. You're closer to.
Nope, that ain't me.
Hey, I gotta run
we
for a
go.
second. I'll be
Okay,
back in
Justin.
like 20 minutes.
Okay, not a problem. Well, what Herman's somewhere in this area
What's
around
your
here.
zip code, Herman?
Right? He keeps passing it. Go back. No, we weren't over there. Go up. Up. Right there.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're about average. Your neighborhood's about average. Okay, so my neighborhood is a lot worse, and Justin is. Wait a minute. This is one. Justin's not on here because he's considered a part of Long Island, and Long Island thinks they're special. They don't think they're a part of New York.
But where you were up there at the top there in that dark area, go back over there.
Up here or
No,
here?
in Queens. Yeah.
Okay, and this is Queens, the trouble spot right here.
Go back to it and stop moving.
Yeah, what about it?
You moved. You're not on it.
Right there.
I want to see where that is. Okay. That's
Isn't
It
that where
says
you
race
guys
and
go
poverty profile. 62.3% of the residents are not white.
that's in Elmhurst area.
20.2% of people live below the poverty line.
That's Elmhurst, Jackson Heights, Corona.
Corona fits.
Corona,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's Corona.
Flushing, yeah, Flushing Meadows, Corona Park is in that area.
That's Corona where you're talking about.
And that's where you guys went and flew, right?
Yep,
Yep.
Corona Park.
Corona Park.
Yep,
Went
Corona
right
Park. Yes.
Right
Now,
into
what's the zip code it says there for Corona Park or for Corona?
11368.
I'm looking to see
Is
if
that
I can find.
11368 is the zip code I have here.
Yeah, that's the area.
Yep.
You guys went right into the belly of the beast when you were flying.
Had no
Actually, the
freaking
park
idea.
is a little south. The park is a little south of there.
Yeah, the
It's,
part
uh,
we had no idea.
Southeast of there.
Wow. So I went from out of the fire into the frying pan.
Yeah.
Jump from the which wow, that's hard to eat. Seriously.
You were scared?
Wash built. How are you, man? What's going on?
But you're scared now?
No, I'm not scared now because as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, once I come in from outside and I'm finding out that they're telling you take your shoes off at the door because it can survive on the bottom of your shoe for quite a long time because it's non-porous.
Recovery One drone was
Yeah.
asking, is there any updates on the guy that was flying the Enterprise with the speaker telling everybody to
We don't talk about that here.
We will not talk about that event here on this channel.
but
there
my
are-
question is, did he get in trouble?
It's fake
There
news.
are plenty of other channels that would discuss it. As far as that individual getting in trouble,
It's fake news.
thank you for reminding me. Hold on. I gotta get it. Gotta pull it up.
Fake news.
Hold on. We did listen to this very closely.
Okay.
All right. I just want recovery to hear this.
Give them the update on that, Lawrence.
Hold on. Here we
Give
go.
them the update on it.
Here we go.
You are fake news. You are fake news.
Where is it? Wait. Oh, here it is.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Yes.
Now everybody knows it's all fake news.
Yep.
It didn't happen.
Never happened.
Right. Because if it did, he'd be in jail by now.
It's all fake news.
So we do not support fake news, and nor will we condone you guys falling sucker to it too.
Well, the thing of it is what it,
Hey, Indigo.
it appears to me that
Yes.
it was like clickbait.
Exactly what it was. It was a fake news story recreated to draw attention to one's YouTube channel.
A non-existent situation.
You are fake news.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You can't say it any other way.
You are fake news.
Thank you.
Because you don't investigate somebody that says that I did it.
Right,
Yeah.
Come on.
right. And I we're not going to discuss it. So what's happening today? What's happening otherwise?
Nothing much. I mean,
Brandon wants to know if the drones need protection when they're flying. You know, kind of like a hazmat suit or what? What's he talking about?
Well, honestly, yes, we're doing pretty good, Indigo. I hope everything's on your end too. To be honest, your drone could probably give it to you faster than a human.
Yeah. In other words, if it flew through somebody exhausting the virus, I would imagine it would attach itself to that drone, right?
Well,
That's a
So, you know, with the
speculation.
propellers, just like the water, right? When it rains, the propellers
it's
and the spinning will keep it right off the motors. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I would be more worried about somebody at the factory sneezing or going like this and then touching your drone and putting it in the box.
well. See, I don't let anyone touch my drone anyway, other than another drone pilot.
Yeah.
No.
I must
I'm
admit
talking
that
about
because-
in the factory.
I must admit that because
In the fact,
if you do head towards my drone like you're gonna touch it, I'm gonna hit you really hard.
Now, are you guys watching the DJI countdown?
Stop it.
What the hell is that all
Stop
about?
it, Paul. Stop it.
Well, it's not the first time you've seen that.
Paul,
You are fake news.
stop it.
No,
But
it,
do you-
it
but-
exists.
You know why it's fake? You know why it's fake
It's not
news?
fake news.
Because unless, and I'm being honest about this, sorry for cutting you off, Paul, but if it's not a goddamn 6K or 10K camera drone, I don't give a damn. I'm tired of them saying we're having launches
It's
and
still a drone.
we're doing this and we're doing it. And it might not even be
Listen.
a drone. We already know the Mavic 2 is coming out. So what is a big launch? Oh, you got bigger truck
Well, that's what
tires
we're
for that
talking about.
Robotos?
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
What they're talking about.
Well, the
There's
reason,
Countdown to launch.
hey Lawrence, the reason there's some credibility attached to it,
They want to be like Nike.
it came in an email message to DJI owners advising us that it was going to happen.
It's not
I
our
just
fault
wondered
you
what
didn't get
anybody
one.
thought.
Okay. I got the same email too.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it's not a goddamn 6 to 10K drone camera, I don't want to hear about it. Stop making these little fake toy grade drones with the Wi-Fi, DJI. And I hope
Where's
someone
Justin?
records this and sends it to them.
Yeah.
Seriously, stop making these toy grade drones.
Well,
and
don't you
the-
think we've gotten to a stage where
What's
you're
good, Mike?
100% right? They shouldn't be making anything Wi-Fi anymore.
Exactly my point. Okay, Christmas is coming.
If they want to sell drones to people who want to buy,
What's up,
get
Philly
into the
Drone
drone
Life?
business that don't want to spend $1,000, they might have to.
Listen, if you don't want to spend
I'm
$1,000,
listening, but there's other companies out there with $1,000 drones that are Wi-Fi. So what are you telling me? I think DJI is doing quite
hey,
right.
John Swizzo,
They're coming out with drones under $1,000 that are Wi-Fi.
hold it. I want to get you in here, Philly Drone Life, only because I want to hear what you got to say about this launch. Because someone told me you're a DJI fanboy, so if you could prove them wrong by
That's
letting
not-
us know what you think. Hold on, I'm
Good
trying
luck.
to.
Good luck on trying to
That
Oh
was
get
damn! You
not
know
gonna
what? I
happen.
lost the invitation. Where is it? Hold it. I got it back. What was that, Paul?
That's not gonna happen.
I say good luck on getting in, Michael.
Yeah,
And
that's
he's
the
not-
problem. We've been
And
having
he's not a
issues.
DJI fanboy.
To Mikey, Philly Drone Life. There we go. Link. All I can say is, and I will keep saying it, I've been putting it on Ostelov's page where every time he tweets something, ooh, guess what's coming in Chinese, and then they translate it. I put every comment. If it's not a goddamn 6K to 10K camera, even 12, I'm not interested. Plain and simple.
When Evo announced that they were coming out with an 8K,
And he did say that the Mavic 2, the
You-
Mavic
you
Air 2
condemn
is
that.
imminent. And I swear, if they have a launch date for that
Now he
Mavic
wants
2 Air, I'm
DJI.
going to scream.
now he wants DJI to have submarine
I
tactics.
sent it, Mikey. What happened?
Now
He
you
just
want-
got to go out. Be right back.
Now you want DJI cameras to be able to see the moon and shit.
No, I don't
when
care if you
Evo
can't
said
see
they were
2 feet
coming
in
out
front of.
with an 8K as long as it's 8 or 10.
As long as it's 6 to 10K, I don't care if you can't see 10 feet in front of you.
wow.
I want that technology. I want to see what their answer. It is. I agree with you, Big Matt. The Mavic Air 2, boo, waste of time. But you know what they're
For
doing?
you,
They're trying to cover the market. They're trying to cover the market of the Mavic Pro.
you're right, but see, follow it. Everybody because the Mavic Pro market went to the 2. The thing is, you have other companies out there right now that are putting out Wi-Fi drones that are
Mhm.
selling for over
For
$1,000.
$1,000.
DJI is meeting that market under $1,000. I'm almost positive that Mavic Air Pro, if not the friggin' the Mavic Mini, flies just as far as the Skydio with the controller, if not further. So what I'm saying to you is that there are companies right now that are putting out Wi-Fi drones that are costing more than what DJI is asking for a Wi-Fi drone, and to meet the market, I think they're doing quite right with coming out with these drones. Now, am I
I gave you a
saying
blue
that-
wrench on my live stream, John.
Am I saying that they shouldn't have a that they shouldn't come out with something else to meet the market to guys like me, you, and Big Matt, what we want to fly? Sure, there's about time they come up with something else.
Man,
We can all say that because everybody else is coming up with something else right now.
you know what? I'm losing patience. I'm getting older.
But what are you going to run out and get? That's the point. What I'm saying to you, it's like everybody is feeling that itch right now, feeling that itch.
Right.
You know,
I'm a drone junkie, and I need an 8K fix.
Am I live? Am I in here?
Yeah,
I am
you're
in
in.
here.
But when Evo said they were coming out with an 8K camera drone, everybody condemned it.
8K on a half sensor would be moving backwards from a 1-inch sensor.
Okay, so what do you think DJI is going to be doing when they come out with all
Listen, Linda.
They're still going to give you these things.
Linda.
No, you're
Stop
not
it.
listening. You're not listening. You're not paying attention to what's really happening out there.
First of all, Lawrence, let me interject my 3 cents here. What do you really want an 8K camera? Are you joking? You're joking, right?
Nope, 6K.
Oh, come on. What are you going to do with a 6K camera?
Render everything down to 4K at 120. Because in order to play, because Hadley and I were talking about this from Hadley's famous FPV earlier, and the new Mavic is good to go. It is for $1,000, but we'll get back to that. Hadley and I were talking about this. Right now, if you look in Micro Center or any computer store, in order to play 8K, you're going to have to spend anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 easy, just on your graphics cards.
I want a computer.
We're not talking about i9 processor that is also needed to run all of this stuff.
Yeah,
but with 6K, I could survive off of 4K at 120 for a long time, because half the people out there can't even see true 4K yet.
And that, I think that's, if you want my honest opinion, here's my opinion on the whole thing. I personally think that what we have already out today is good enough. I think everybody that watches these videos, watch it on a tablet or a phone. And if you have a 4K drone, I think it's actually plenty, absolutely plenty. What I think, and I think I've said this before, the most important thing on a drone out today is, in my opinion, has to be the connection from the drone down to the monitor. And that's OcuSync. And I think what they're doing with this little drone is going to be absolutely amazing for the newcomer, because the Mavic Mini drove people crazy.
Mike, I'm going to say something. The views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone in the panel tonight. I'm being selfish. F the newcomer. I want something for us old timers.
Yeah,
plain and simple. I
hate to say so much the newcomer.
I hate to say it like
that. The old comers will still buy that drone.
Yes, absolutely. And here's the thing. I think what's going to happen, guys, is when they see how unbelievable OcuSync is, even for some of you older guys, even you Phantom guys.
But this new drone coming out, this Mavic Air 2 is Wi-Fi technology.
No, it's OcuSync, guys.
It can't be
OcuSync. It is.
How? What? How do you?
100% OcuSync.
I don't see that drone. I don't see a Mavic Air 2 being OcuSync.
No, the specs already came out. They already came out. It's OcuSync 2.0. It's going to have 34 minutes of flight time.
But what is the sensor? A half-inch sensor, correct?
It's a half-inch sensor. Yeah, it's a small. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah,
you know what they're doing? They're filling in the market. They're filling in the market, Mikey, for the Mavic Pro. Right now, there isn't a $1,000 drone out there that DJI has, and they could fill a market with a $1,000 drone that has OcuSync.
But think about that. Think about $799 to put a drone in there that can go 5 miles and 2 miles with perfect view. Perfect. So here's the problem.
You also know Mavic Pros, Mavic Air 2s, and Sparks of any size all get attacked by pigeons, right?
Yes, they do. See, that's the problem.
Case in point proven.
It's the smallness of the drone is where this is going to be its limit.
What's up, Aerial Landscapes?
Right, exactly.
Yes, it can't fly in high winds, guys. It's
Well, you see, this is what we were talking about last week, and I was saying this is why I believe that a lot of guys, and I've been seeing it, a lot of guys have been crashing their minis, and I think the problem of it
Hey,
is
north of
the fact
54.
that two things: its first name and the reputation of the company. Everybody sees these videos of guys flying the Phantoms, the flying the Mavericks, and they say, "Whoa, damn! Well, I want to fly like that."
yeah,
But this one over here is $500. I can get all of this stuff right here. Let me get that, and I'm gonna take it to the moon.
Yeah.
Because they know DJI goes far and very high.
Yeah.
And it's the first thing that everybody wants to do. And next thing you know, they end up crashing this stuff.
well, yeah, you got a point there. It's dangerous for the hobby as well because
I agree.
when people can see so clearly from their drone, they think it's just like it's like you said, Herman. They think they can go forever. It's just never going to go. They don't understand just how much experience you need, especially
Well,
to
it's
fly
not so
around
much the
certain
experience.
things.
They don't understand the limitations between what you and I are flying to
Correct.
what they just bought.
Correct.
And that's what's happening.
But here's the good thing. On the brighter side, DJI is so reliable when that happens. A unique drone or some of these other drones, when you lose connection, they just go bye-bye wherever they want. DJI does have a really good track record.
Return to home or
Yeah, most of the time.
because I was gonna say, I thought you were
Most
gonna
of the
tell me that
Yeah.
the customer service and everything would deal with
Oh,
that. because
no.
I know what that phone call goes like. What device are you using?
Yes.
You guys see the personal message, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Don't say anything about it.
Nope.
Thank you much.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mikey, I
Yeah.
had to get you on here, and I apologize. I said screw the newbie
Wow.
coming, but I'm just being honest
Yeah.
and saying
Oh,
I
you're
want a
allowed to feel that
real
way.
drone. I want a
Yeah.
drone that when I pull it out the box, hairs pop out my chest before I fly it.
But
I
let me
don't
tell
want
you
no piece of plastic.
I agree with you. Lawrence, and I understand what you're saying. I was looking forward to something big too, especially when they start showing, the Evo 2 and they're showing you all these specs on it and the 8K camera. You want them to answer, but think of this. This little Mavic Air at $799 is basically going to bury Evo. They're going to bury it. It's going to bury them because there's nothing great about that, especially when you can't go further than 5 blocks with it. It's got a great camera, fantastic. It's got all these sensors, but the connection down, if you cannot see, you can't fly. It's always boils down for me anyway. And it could be because where I live, it's same for you guys. Some guy in Indiana can care less about this. He's happy with a Wi-Fi drone.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
this is true.
Wow. We got
The
260
Phantom 4
people
Pro
watching.
2.0 has OcuSync 2. And John Spizzo, I'm going to tell you right now, after some rigorous testing, I know a person who honestly believes that the original Phantom 4 Pro
Flies
with
better.
Light Bridge is somewhat better than the V2.
Yeah, it
The
flies
V2 is
better.
the new operating system. It's OcuSync 2, OcuSync whatever, but I can honestly tell you,
and I understand what OcuSync is
right.
a lot better than what people try to explain it to be.
mhm,
What is it?
What OcuSync does for me or for anyone else using it, your transmission back in your video is rock solid.
And not only that,
The signal range for wherever it can go
right.
has not a damn thing to do with being better than Lightbridge.
Correct.
Not a thing.
But also
Only the transmission signal of your video back to your device. That's it.
right.
well, but you don't need much. But isn't that what we need? To
Range
fly?
is range.
Yeah, range is range. I agree with you there. But
Rojo,
OcuSync-
Rojo, those are bots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are bots. We don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. You're getting
But
killed. That's
anyway,
okay.
back to
But-
our conversation.
The one thing
Hit the
I
like
love.
button.
the
Yeah.
one thing, yeah, smash that like button, guys. Let's get these numbers
listen,
up.
hold on. A bot can't hit the like button.
Yeah, there you go. Smash the thumbs up button, guys, please.
You know, so when we're not even going to talk about that subject anymore. What's up, Rojo? Hey, Paul, do you think you can get Rojo in here?
Hey, Robert, what's good, man?
What's up, Robert? But anyway, getting back to what we're talking about.
Let me say something about the. I know you're so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad
I'm
for you.
just very
Lawrence. Hang in
adamant
there.
about it because
Yeah.
if
I've
I
had
get
this
the
happen to me
Ortel,
to sidetrack. It
if I
drives
get
you
the
crazy.
Ortel, if I
Right.
do get my hands on the Ortel
Mhm.
6K, notice I said 6K. I don't want
I
the
want
8K.
that one too.
If I
I
get
I
my
want.
think
hands
that
on the
one is
6K,
the most usable.
Yes,
the
I
6K
agree.
bird, I'll probably go crazy if DJI does finally drop a 6K or 8K
That's
or
the
a 10K
problem.
or
That's where
12K.
that's where they get you because I feel the same
You-
way, guys. I'm
they-
looking at that
But they
6K.
have to.
Yes, they have to respond, and
Well,
so
they don't have to respond, but when they
But
do,
they
they
will.
have to come out with something compelling.
yes, and so I love the competition of it all, guys. I really do. But let me just add one thing at the OcuSync, and I'm not picking up for it, but let me show you. I guess I am, but the
North
reason
says he
I'm
needs some of your energy, Mikey. Go ahead, I'm
yes, hey,
sorry.
what's up, North? Look, I'm passionate about OcuSync and the Mavic 2 because when I first flew this drone, and I know you said you wanted to see if I was a DJI fanboy. I am, but I hate that I am. I don't want to be, guys. I swear to you, I don't want to be. I don't want to be. It's just that when
I understand the same situation. It's just like a lot of people out there drive the Mercedes car. And if you go back and
when
look
I
at
flew it,
and if you go back and look at the history of Mercedes throughout World War II, you'll know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna leave that subject alone.
yeah,
But
guys,
people still buy Mercedes.
right. And listen, when I took off my first flight, now I've had 1,000,000 hours in the air, but when I first took the Mavic 2 Pro up
Hey
in the
Paul,
air,
can you get Rojo in here?
I was like, oh my God, what happened? I was dancing around the street. That thing was perfect. Not only that, guys, but when the drone got out of my neighborhood,
Mhm.
I started to look down at my tablet and I was seeing a 1080 picture of the world. 1080, not 720.
Mhm.
Double the and I'm like, oh my God. For the first time in forever, I felt like a freaking bird.
Hold
I
on.
felt like I was there.
Recovery Drone says, I think the Evo 2 will become a niche market drone. One, force people to upgrade their computer to handle the flies. Well, you want to know what?
It's
They're
just
gonna
not
have-
for you.
It's technically right. It's technically not for you because think about it. 9 out of 10 people in this chat and who are watching this and watching the recording afterwards aren't even looking at 4K yet.
Yeah. And that's
Well,
why,
you
and
know-
Lawrence, that's why the 8K stuff. I mean, I think it's just numbers. I think it sells because yeah, you put it on the box, 8K, 12K. I want it. I know and I don't even have it, but I want it.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
most internet providers can't handle it.
exactly. They can't
Exactly, Paul.
they can't handle 4K yet.
You know, and people aren't going. I mean, these bigger companies, drone companies, they may be interested because they're doing movies. You know, they need to do what you're talking about. Lawrence.
Hold on. Can I interject just for a minute, just for North of 54? He says, I really need to go from a Mavic Pro to a Mavic Pro 2. Would love to see the video quality difference between those right now. However, I'm happy with my Mavic Pro. Let me explain something to you first, North of 54. I've always been that guy that has always had the older drone, while everyone has. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you can't tell what's Mavic Pro, you can't tell what's Phantom 4 Pro, and you can't tell what's coming from a GoPro.
Yeah.
It's about making what you have work.
Yep. I
All
agree.
right.
With that.
It's
I
not
absolutely
stop.
agree.
If everyone stopped and it can't, and Original Dobo put out a video saying this, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses, because
Yep.
if you do, you will always be broke.
Yeah, and the
If
best
you know how
drone
to
to
work
have
the
is the
hell out
one you're
that
flying.
Mavic Pro until you're ready for a Mavic Pro 2, work the hell out of that Mavic Pro. I still have a Mavic Pro here. I'm documenting a building going up from a 10-story building going up from the basement up. They're only up to the 7th floor. But when I get done in post editing, you won't know what camera I shot it on.
Right.
You
Right.
know, so
And the
make hey,
Mavic
what's
Pro
up,
is a
Robert? Make what you
fantastic
have
drone.
work.
What's up,
Don't
Rob?
be so
Lawrence?
eager to jump after to keep up with the Joneses, because usually people who keep up with the Joneses buy $300 and $400 sneakers. They have a Jeep. Their wives' hair is done and everything.
Yeah.
But they're eating ramen noodles for dinner.
Right.
I'm not eating ramen. Thank God.
And guys, the
Thank
Mavic
God.
Pro, the Mavic Pro is a fantastic drone. Anybody that has one, that's what started this whole thing. Man.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
I love that drone. That's what got me into droning.
Can I put my 2 cents in on this Mavic Air thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Feel free.
They're saying that it's going to come out. It's going to have a 1/2-inch sensor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see them coming out with a Mavic Air 2 Pro.
I see.
You
them
know
doing
what?
that.
No one's even mentioned it.
Yeah, I see
No
them
one's
doing that.
even mentioned it. And if they do,
Sure,
if they do that,
sure
if
I
I
did,
had
'cause I
hair,
had
I'd pull it
asked-
out.
There's
I
sons
asked
of
them
bitches.
on the live stream on, what was it, Sunday, we were talking on mentioned with Sean about the thing when I heard that there were 2 of them supposed to be coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the two, we broke the news. We did the Philly and Ron show last night, and my co-host, Ron Brown, got an email right there live, and he got some specs that were coming in. I don't know where he got it from, but they're true because people are doing videos today, and I'm starting to hear just what he was saying. But the 2 versions that are coming out, what we seem to think they are is one's for the rest of the world, one's for
Yeah.
the United States. Now, the United States ones
Yeah.
has to follow the law with the chip inside it. So
It's going to have that air identification chip in it.
Yes. So there's the 2 things, but I do like what Robert said. I see them coming out, waiting a little while or whatever, and releasing the Pro version with all they do is turn up the dial on things.
With the Hasselback on it.
Yes,
Well, you see,
yes.
but then here goes back to what I've been saying before. That's not a Mavic Air. That's a Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, then they
That's
change
the
the name.
problem with people and what they want with drones. You don't want that. You want this, but you don't want to buy it.
We want it all. We want it all.
No, you want this, but you don't want to buy it. So you buy this.
Right.
And you think you got that, and you crash this because you can't fly like that.
yeah. And
Well-
and all of this, Mikey,
Yes.
Robert, and everyone else on the panel, what we have not mentioned is people want these drones. Half those MFers out there can't even fly from here to the corner and back in a straight line.
Well,
Think about it. Think
A friend
about
of
it.
mine
How
just
many
bought a
people-
Pro.
How many people
Yeah.
you know with the Bentley Coupe that have actually gone over 150 miles per hour? Not many.
Not many.
But they got a Bentley Coupe. I have a guy down the block from me. He's a general contractor. He does work on skyscrapers. People constantly ask if he's so rich. He has a house out on Long Island. If he's so rich, how come he lives in this poor neighborhood? You know why? Because he's trying to look like a big fish in a little pond. Every day he calls his guy up to have his guy bring him a car, or if he's going to a meeting, he'll pull out the Land Rover, or he'll pull out the Bentley Coupe, or he'll pull out this car.
I told
You can only,
don't
you
have
guys, the
no money,
Maserati,
got
you can
credit.
only drive one damn car.
You're
And
the-
half the time he has people driving for him. And the
the
same thing
guy
applies
doesn't
with
have any
drones.
money. He has a lot of credit.
The same thing applies with other
That's
people,
why
with drones.
That's
Herman.
why he lives where he lives and does what he does.
Oh, I know why he lives there, because they wouldn't accept him where the hell he has a big ass house. That's why. But we won't get into that. Anyway, Robert, I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
even think about them coming out with a Pro, and I cringe at the thought of it. But
They're going to come out.
it-
It's inevitable. They're going to have to come out with a Pro version.
Why?
They're going to come out with this one, and it's going to be for the beginner.
out of pattern. So what you're saying from
Out of
pattern?
what
From
pattern?
pattern, they're going to come out with a Pro version.
Then where was the last Pro one?
You had the Mavic.
There's no
2.
pattern.
You had the Mavic 2, Mavic
Yeah.
2 Pro,
You had the
and
Zoom.
You had
No,
the Phantom
there's
4,
no
you had the
ear.
Phantom 4 Pro, you had
No. You're wrong. There's no Air and no Mini and no Spark Pros.
Right, true.
Well, yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Those are
That's-
base bottom line drones. You can't pro the bottom. You start talking about now I'm here again. That's what I'm saying. You want this, you just don't want to pay for it.
You can't pro the bottom. You can't do it. I'm not allowing
can't
to
pro
pro
the
the
bottom.
bottom.
You're
You
just trying.
want this, so but you don't want to pay for it, so you buy this, thinking you can do what this is doing. That's all that is.
Yeah, but I only
That's
get a
why
little
everybody
bit, but I got a pro.
That's
Yeah.
why everybody
Yeah,
keeps crying for a pro in the base models. I'm
Easy,
like,
dude.
huh? That's like I walk in the Honda. I'm like, can you make the Civic run like the Accord?
Yeah.
It does. It ran like 20 years ago. Accord.
Can we call it a more expensive car? Here goes the $5,000. Can we call it like a Maserati, please?
But I'm saying that's
Look,
exactly
all I'm
what's
saying
happening.
is if you look at the advertisement for the launch on the 29th, if you look at the picture closely, I'm going to see if I can pull one up.
Yeah,
while-
pull
while
it
we're
up
talking,
because
but
I got
It doesn't
some-
look like what everybody's leaked the pictures as to be.
You know
Yes,
what?
I
Everyone
know, you're
forgot,
right, Robert.
but everyone forgot about that stupid RoboMaster garbage.
Yes. Oh, guys, we
Yeah,
already.
Everyone forgot
Oh,
about
yeah.
that. And if you
Yeah.
look at the picture,
Yes.
I don't know
Did
any
you get
drone
one?
that has 4 dots on top of it.
Wouldn't it be funny if it's like something totally different? Totally.
Listen,
not even a
listen,
drone?
Mikey, would you spend $10 million to launch the Mavic Air 2?
I don't know. I'd have to see the numbers. How much do I
Okay,
make?
here's the numbers. Would you spend $10 million to launch the Mavic Air 2 if you knew it was going to bring in every $1,000 sale for that particular drone to cover that part of the market? It would cover the $500 to $1,000
I would
market.
spend it. I would spend it. Yeah, I think I know where you're getting at. But here, these are crazy times, guys. Because of this COVID thing, it's really changed a lot of things. And so people are, and DJI is a master at selling stuff and making us all want what we don't even know we want. But trust me, this is something I know about them. When they release whatever they're going to release, we're all going to want it for some other crazy reason. When they release it, it's going to be like, oh my God, I got to have that. And we don't even know why.
Yeah,
But
you
we just
know,
have to have it.
Mikey,
That's
Mikey,
coming next, right?
that's not
the Tello 2 Pro
The
Zoom.
Tello 2 Pro Zoom.
that's not true. That's not true for me because
No.
Mikey, I said
All
it
I
3
gotta
times
do-
already. If it's not a goddamn 6 to 12K camera, I could care less.
All they gotta do is
Yeah.
do a distance test, do a couple of contrasty pictures, and everybody will be like, "Ooh,
Yes.
wow,
Yep. You're right.
wow."
And show the size. Look how little I could put it in my top pocket. Look at that, and it went 17 miles. Look, Sharon, that's the door. Excuse me, guys.
And the Tello 2 is going to be foldable.
Really?
Well,
You really need that to fold up?
right, really. And speaking about the Tello, Big Herman, you want to? Justin Drone Evolution was nice enough to donate this Tello right here with 1 battery. Okay, he gave it to me. He said, "Give it away." All right, so we are going to have some kind of coronavirus challenge or something, and you'll have to leave a comment in this chat. Are we doing it in this one, Herman?
You can
Because
leave it in
we
this
need to
chat.
get this thing
mean,
out of the way, man. Because if I mail it now, they'll get it by summer. The way the postal
no,
service is
the
going.
postal service is working properly, man.
Stop it, dude.
It's
Dude,
working.
I paid an extra
I don't have
$10 for my 6 cell back.
That's because they got to cross that bridge.
I paid an extra $10
live
to
out
get
there
my
in no
6 cell
man's land.
batteries, man. And they were supposed
Behind
to
the
be here.
airport. Who lives behind the airport?
Yeah, who lives past the airport, right? Me.
No, behind the airport.
Me and about 125,000 other people.
Yeah, and millions of us live on the front side.
But
of it.
anyway, Justin donated this Tello to be given away. For those of you who are not DJI fan lovers or whatever, here's your first chance to own something DJI. Has a
Now that's a
half-piece-
great
actually-
drone, guys.
It's actually Rise.
What's that, Mikey?
That's a perfect example. It's a freaking Tello, but Wait until they see the way it flies. It stays
This
stuck
is
in the
why
air. Perfect.
Justin's giving it away with the prop guards.
The
There's a
Tello
battery
Pro is coming
inside.
out next week.
The Pro with the 12K camera.
But get this one before the Tello Pro comes out.
That thing would melt, Mike.
You'd get
Once
about
you hit the record
2
button,
second
it'll
flight time
slowly
with it.
start to melt.
Now they're going to put bigger motors. It carries a GoPro. You didn't
But-
hear about that?
But anyway, we're gonna find out a way to give away this Tello, and then I'm just gonna ship it out
It's a great drone. guys.
whoever, and we're gonna use YouTube's random generator. So we just need to find out if on this live stream we're gonna do it. But I wanted to be on Herman's channel because Herman's channel is we're trying to get Herman monetized here.
Just tell them to leave a comment in the chat or leave a comment.
Here,
on the comment
listen now.
section on the bottom on how they want that Tello.
Oh, here it is. He just said it after the live stream, not in the chat, but leave a comment after the video saying what, Herman?
That they want the Tello.
That you want to tell what you.
I thought you said you were coming up with with a contest for them to win this thing or to get the, and you were going to use the random generator act whatever.
Right, that's what we're gonna do. But if they leave comments in
random
the
generator.
no, but if they leave comments in the chat here,
No,
that
they
will
just leave
not-
a comment in the comment section.
right, you have to leave a comment in the comment section on.
I want to be.
You
Can
wanna-
I,
you
can
wanna
I
tell 'em.
fly?
Huh?
I want to fly. Can I play too? Are we allowed to
I
play?
don't give a damn.
Yeah, I'm playing. I'm leaving a comment. I want to tell them.
Okay, but you can't leave a comment, of course, until after the live stream.
Oh,
but-
okay.
I want that Tello because
right, there it is.
Okay, yeah,
I
like
want that Tello because,
I
and
like
then we will use next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Okay, now you cannot leave more than one comment because the random generator, if it sees you 2 times, it
It'll
eliminates you.
knock you out. Yeah.
It'll knock
Oh,
you
wait,
out.
wait.
So what you do is you leave a comp.
I didn't know that.
Go ahead, Herman. Tell
No,
him
I said I
again.
didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither.
What happened?
Tell him what you got to
Leave a
leave.
comment in the comment section after the live stream saying, I want that Tello because.
Right. Next
Because Mike
Wednesday,
said that was
we'll
good.
use next Wednesday. We will use the random
Ju-
generator
Justin's
and
waiting to get in.
pick someone to send it to. Oh, send Justin.
Yeah.
Justin's waiting to get in.
Mhm.
Try that same invite, Justin. If that doesn't work, I'll send you something now. Give me a second.
You know, I think, you know, guys, the whole Mavic Air thing, you know, let me just tell you, I don't need this drone. Let's be honest. If you got a Mavic 2, if you got a Phantom 4,
I don't see.
Phantom 4 Pro,
Mikey,
you don't need
hey,
this
Mikey,
drone.
there were just 10,000 Mavic 2 Airs to say
Yeah,
he doesn't want us.
yeah. I mean, you don't need it, guys. You already have something that's just as good.
I
You
just
know,
sent it, Justin.
If you
Justin, I
have a
just sent it.
Mavic, if you have a Mavic Pro, you don't need this drone. What do you need this for? Everything you have will do the same thing. You know, it's going to have some little lights and sirens.
Well, actually,
You know.
this one will be compliant with what they said they were going to be doing. for
Hey,
2
hey,
years.
hey,
Right,
hey,
but
Mikey.
who wants that?
Hey,
I don't
Mikey.
want that.
Hey, Mikey, Ed just said right here, you just lose it anyway, Mikey.
Yeah, no, cut it out, Ed.
Ah,
Cut it out. That was a stupid little Mavic shitty. You leave it alone. It's a Wi-Fi drone.
But now you admit, Mikey, had you
What?
did my idea and wore it as a tie clip, you'd still have it.
Guys, have you noticed you haven't seen me flying my new Mavic Mini a lot? I flew it the other day. I
Mhm.
went 100 feet up and 100 feet away, and that was it.
You know why?
Because there
you
were
shook.
winds. No, because the
It-
winds were blowing at 2.
You
And
know,
that's the limit. That's the limit.
you know what's
2
funny
miles an
about that,
hour.
Mike? When I
What?
first took my drone out the box and set it up and everything like that, that was flying.
Yeah.
yeah.
100 feet up
Yeah.
and 100 feet away. That was.
You're right. It was.
I was
And let
oh,
me tell you, the whole time, Herman, the whole time with this time, I was like, oh, please come back. Please don't fly away.
You know
the
what?
whole flight.
You know what was the craziest thing for me? I used to use my phone,
Oh.
and I have the earpiece.
Oh no!
connected to the phone.
Oh,
The first time that thing said that the home point, please check it on the map, I was like, this is the shit. It's talking to me. It's talking to me.
check it on the map. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What?
Yep.
How do they know where I'm at?
Yep.
That's so true. That is so true, Herman.
Anyway,
Still blows me away.
Justin, we found out a way to give away the Tello, and they have to leave a comment again, Herman, saying what at the in the chat in the comments after the live stream. You got to repeat it because people will say, "Oh, you didn't say anything about it. How could you have a contest?"
Really?
Probably
in the comment section below after the stream, you put in, I want that Tello because.
right here.
A reason.
And now, this does not ban you guys that live outside the United States. I would ship it out. It might take a while to get to you, but I'll ship it out because it's not fair. We actually have a large crowd of people that listen outside of the United States. So, and plus, once you get it, you can take a picture with it and say we got it from those guys.
Here you
But Justin is the sponsor here. One battery. I will wrap this thing so well that when you open the box, you may pull out a paper and throw it somewhere, thinking, not even realizing it's in the paper. That's how well I'm going to wrap it.
Really?
Okay.
I got some bubble wrap if you need it.
Now,
oh, cool. See, problem solved.
You can
And
wrap
to
up
the
each
winner.
individual motor.
To the winner of that Tello, guys, they sell a controller for that. They sell an extender. Before you know it, you'll be flying miles with
Here
the
we
Tello.
go. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Stop, Mikey.
Just turn
I
it
want
on.
that Tello because
Mikey,
Here
I'm
we
I
starting,
go.
want that
I'm
Tello
starting to
because
think, I'm starting to think
This-
you're on DJI's payroll, Mikey.
Yeah, I'm trying to pump it up for those.
This goes right back to what we started with.
I know. Shush, guys.
That guy wants to get a Tello. Oh, look at the price of this
Come
one.
on, I
Now-
want that Tello because I want to fly miles. That's it.
Just remember, I want that Tello because
Sorry, there's no antenna mod for the Tello. Sorry.
in
No,
the
there
comments
is.
after the live stream.
Justin's going to want to win it back then.
I know he is. You're right, Robert. He is. He's gonna want it back. Oh shit!
Fly
you
with the
didn't tell me.
goggles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can hook up your tablet and everything.
Now we're talking.
amazing.
You know
I
what? By
want
the
that
time
Tello.
you get the tablet hooked up, the Tello battery is dead.
Just make
Right?
sure you have a strong Wi-Fi signal.
Does it come with a Flymore package?
Yeah.
No, man. Now you're reaching. Now you're reaching. The fly more. It's the fly less.
How much is
packet.
the Tello? How much is the Tello now? Like $59
Still the
or
same.
something like that.
No, it's still the
Still
same.
$100.
Yeah, it's still $199.
It's
Okay.
still $100.
So
Okay.
a Flymore combo would be 100 and what? 30, 40 bucks.
Like 120.
105.
Hey, let me
Get a free pack of 9 volts with it.
Hey, I gotta just say to Matt, you are right,
batteries-
Matt. Go ahead.
What
I'm
happened?
The
No, Matt-
batteries are like a pack of juicy fruit.
sorry. They are. They look so small. I wanted to respond to Big Matt's pie. He says, not for nothing, Mikey, but that Mavic Mini does have great range. He's actually right.
Right, it
I call it,
does.
guys, I call it the Mavic shitty only because I lost mine. That's all. That's it. The drone's a good drone, but every now and then it does what it wants. It just, yeah. I'm going to set a home point right here. Meh. So I call it the Mavic shitty for that reason, but they'll fix it. No, I don't want to go back home. I'm going to set one right here. No, let me do another one. Yeah.
Just do the firmware update.
They'll fix it though. But
Right.
yes, guys, that was 3,500 feet away in the city. So
Mhm.
yes, it does do great.
Herman,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Diane's trying to shut down your live stream. She said for the contest, you should have someone write the longest paragraph. But she doesn't know drone. But hold on, the longest letter. But she doesn't know drone pilots because someone will put 1,000-character letter with just one letter.
One letter.
Tell Diane that I don't interfere with her when she's at work.
Oh, Diane, he says I don't interfere with you when you're at work. Thank you, Herman. Touche. You get that one. I got to run that on her tomorrow because she's constantly telling me, shh, shh, I'm working here. But then she'll turn around and say, what do you think about this purse? And then when I respond, she goes, but I'm working here. You're not supposed to be talking to me. So I'm going to run that on her tomorrow.
When she asks you about the purse, just hit it with the shh, shh, shh.
I'm working here. Where's Paul?
Yeah, I'm taking this personal. You pull me in and Paul leaves.
Yeah, what
What's
happened to
up
Paul?
with
Where'd he
that?
go? Probably went
Yeah.
outside to feed the squirrels.
He
or
said he
something.
was going out to walk Mia, but I
Wait a
know Mia walks herself. So I
Right.
think he's down at the harbor. I think he's down at the waterside.
He's flying a ship.
I hope he didn't get sick in the kitchen eating none of that great
Eating any
fish.
gray shrimp, right?
Ooh.
Eating any more gray shrimp?
Cooking his gray shrimp in his deep fryer.
Ill. Oh, well, hey, you just brought up a very interesting fact,
Now,
Robert.
when you cook that old fish, do the
Hey.
worms come out immediately? Or
Hey, Robert, here's something I didn't think about. What happens if you put gray shrimp in old cooking oil? Does it turn into a puff of air, or does the oil change color?
It just pops.
It clears it right up.
No.
hey, Mike, Philly, how does that work when you put the old fish?
Herman just
somebody's
froze.
He just. How does that look?
He just-
into eat it.
Herman,
Look, he's coming back.
Herman, you're back. You just froze for about 6 seconds.
You lagged out
So
big
repeat
time,
that.
Herman.
You went, hey,
It
Mikey,
was
how do you?
beautiful. You went, hey Philly, how does it?
Yeah. Okay, what I was saying was the old gray fish when he cooks it. Do the worms come out immediately, or do they come out after you finish cooking?
Oh, Herman.
Oh man, I feel it in my stomach immediately. That's sick.
I've never had fish hang out long enough to turn gray.
Me either.
Gotta knock
That's
it back.
not good,
Knock
man.
it back.
Robert,
Get back.
that would be the only thing that could probably kill that gray stuff.
Ah,
I actually finished mine, Robert. I'm just here on the. I'd have to.
Oh,
go get more.
we run it empty here too.
I got coffee.
I only
I
got
feel
water.
left out. I'm only drinking coffee.
We won't do a shot in the drop tonight because Justin's already got the itis.
Yeah, you like he's falling apart over there.
No, see, he
Hey.
made the mistake and ate dinner before the live stream, not realizing that. Let's
I don't
see.
know about
Oh.
that one, Ed.
it looks like Justin can be persuaded.
Now, hey, Lawrence, I want to let you know this
Yeah.
summer I'm getting back into the race drones, and only for one reason. Okay.
Show you how to do it.
No, no, not at all. But I'm going to tell you one reason. I'm going to practice a little bit, and then I'm diving the Liberty Building. After I do that,
I'm down. I'm
in
down.
the center, it's the middle of Center City. And
Well,
after
you
I
know
do
what?
that, I'm done.
You know, it's interesting. It's interesting because I did want to fly City Hall FPV, but to dive Liberty One,
Liberty
I
One.
would be down. When you're ready, let me
Okay.
know. I'm down.
I'm going to need to practice a little
I have
bit.
a crossfire system. I'm ready to dive the building
Okay.
because after that, I'll probably be leaving the state in cuffs anyway.
Me too. Because they probably be following me up. I go outside now. I got cars that surround me. Oh, here goes Philly Show again. Let's make sure he doesn't break the law. And they
You know,
go out, they watch.
But you should feel safe.
And yeah, I guess I do.
You
Part
should
of it
feel
does.
you can almost guarantee that. Well, not guarantee, but you should feel safe. The worms are already dead by then, Herman. Ed
No, I
says.
told him I think he's wrong on that one.
Wash Bill,
Yeah.
I'm going driving Friday, but don't tell no one.
The worms
Wash
come out
Bill.
of the dead stuff.
Wash Bill, I got one thing to say. In Philadelphia,
Oh, I know
Okay.
that place.
no,
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 that's
in
not Philly, that's your
Philadelphia,
place.
you just have to get in the city. It's open rain. They're very drone friendly. That's all
Yep.
I'll say.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say. Now, the problem getting to Philadelphia
Yeah.
is the fact that you'll have New York plates. But if you don't get
Yeah.
stopped,
You'll be all right.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I think what helps that out. You're crazy. You know, let me tell you something.
See that?
I'm not that
You're gonna
good,
have to
bro.
help him out.
I'm not
I
that
am
good.
not that good. at
I'm not
flying.
that good either. The first
Yeah.
3 times we were all flying together, right? So Herman says, I want footage of you
Yeah.
taking off. So Hadley built me
I'm
a
right
new
at your
bird.
level, Lawrence. I'm no
Hadley
better.
Hadley's famous FPV built me a new bird. Now,
Oh wow.
I have never in my life flown a drone on this angle before.
Oh
I've always flown low like
Yes.
this to fly slow and
Yeah.
slow flow style. But with this drone, the camera doesn't lower. So to get a
Correct.
perfect shot, I have to be at this angle while
Yeah.
flying.
So you're
all
flying
the
a lot
time.
faster.
And yesterday was the first time doing it. And
He
It
built
took
you
a
a
little-
TI. He built you a TI. Wow.
yeah, 6-inch.
Wow. How
Oh,
is it,
hold
bro?
Hold on. I just happen to have the specs card here.
Let me hear the specs. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Let me hear the specs.
Okay. A Chameleon TI, right? Diatone F7 22S flight controller with the F4 Pro. Ethics Canasti motors 2407s,
Wow.
1739 kV.
Wow.
Team Black Sheep GPS.
Wow.
Team Black Sheep Nano receiver. Okay. Unify Team Black Sheep Unified Pro. That's Justin. We were flying around the police the other day, so I started keying up. A Foxeer Falco GoPro 1.8 millimeter lens and a Foxeer long range pagoda antenna. And
Wow.
during his last test before he shipped it out to me, he
Right.
did 1.7 miles with it.
Wow.
Yo, Justin, I'm starting to notice that Lawrence be attracting the Jakes, man.
Wow. Wait, what happened with that? You were upside down and it just cut out.
Well,
What
you want to
happened?
know what he had?
Yeah, we don't know what happened. It just
What happened was
Oh, it
the
desunk.
police. No, Mikey, check this out. When we got there, the police were checking us out because they're sitting in the park, making sure no one groups together. So I pull out my bird and I'm like, yeah, all around them, back and forth, doing loops in front of them, power loops, spins, everything. Justin pulls his bird out, starts flying around them. And I happen to know for a fact, if you're flying FPV and you see lines going horizontally like this,
Okay.
the policeman's going to key up on his radio or someone's talking over the radio.
Oh,
And he
really?
keyed up his mic and he dropped out of the sky. I dropped out of the sky and then
Get
they
out.
laughed. Then they laughed laughing. They left laughing.
Get out of here. Really?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
something to know. I didn't know that, guys. I never get bothered in
But-
the city, but that's
but-
I
something
knew that
to-
was going to happen. Yeah.
They knew it was going to happen because a couple of times I flew by and I would see the interference. I'm like, they're getting ready to talk on the mic or they're talking to
Right.
someone right now about these guys buzzing them with drones. And someone probably said, well, just key up the mic and hold it. And your video just goes, and
Really?
that's it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what is there?
Well-
Is there a reason for it? Why does that happen? It
Their
does sound-
radio,
That's quite interesting because
Their
I noticed
radio-
that Lawrence was stopped by the parks people in that park that he showed
There we
today in
go.
the video, right? He was
Yeah.
stopped by them several times in that park. They even had an undercover guy with
watching me through
watching him-
binoculars while I was flying,
watching him
Mikey.
from in the cut. He was approached by them at the van. He was
No
approached by them
way.
with the van when I was there with him.
Mikey, in the last,
Now we went out to the beach and yesterday, and I noticed that like at least 3 or 4 Parks Department cars rolled on us. The police rolled up a couple of times. I mean, like I think Lawrence just you're not narking, are you?
Damn, dude, is that what he did? Is that what he said?
You're not
look, let me
you're not
explain
undercover, are
something.
you?
I
With
welcome I welcome the New York City Department of Parks anytime to come
Yeah.
watch me fly. As of lately, Mikey,
Right.
they just pull up and watch us
Yeah.
fly.
Oh, get
Because-
out! Really?
But before this
Beating
Corona
it to
thing,
submission.
before the Corona thing, they were like, you know, you're not supposed to be flying here. But now they have to sit there and watch us because me and Justin were more than 6 feet away. So what could they say? You can't hang out in the park.
Why can't you fly? Yeah, what do they tell you? As long as you're not.
Lawrence
Ruben,
beat
you
them
can-
into
They tell-
submission.
What happens is, Mikey, they tell the New York City Department of Parks department employees to tell everyone they see with a drone
Oh,
or
You're not allowed to
helicopter
fly here.
that you're not allowed to fly from city parks.
Wow.
And my comeback is then how come if this is true, you spend millions of dollars every year to print new signs and you can't put a no drone sign on? So it's a
Right.
catch-22. And the
Right.
reason they can't put a no flying drone sign on it is because the only one that can do that is the FAA.
Yeah,
But they also-
they can't control the
Gotcha.
airspace above a park.
Right.
But
So
they
they,
also tell you, but what they're actually
Yes,
telling you is you
fucking
cannot take off from in the park.
hey, Sean.
Oh,
Right. Right. Now they
And
tell
then
you,
what they're also trying to get you to understand is that they have designated parks for that.
right, right,
Do
right.
they in New York?
Right, but then they do. But then I tell them, I've been flying here for 4 years. How long have you been coming through? He says every day. And I say, well, that can't possibly be true. If you do, it's not at the same time, because if you did, you would know me.
I got a
Right.
joke for you about that.
Letting him know he's new to the park. I'm not
Right.
new there.
Right.
When
but
I
it pretty
first
much-
met Elliot,
What happened?
when I first met Elliot, it was over at Calvert Vox.
Here
Now,
we
they're
go.
very relaxed over there. They let you fly from anywhere in that park,
Right,
not just the airfield.
right.
Elliot puts the drone down in the parking lot and shoots up into the air and flies over the building across the other side of the highway. I'm like,
I
"You're
was
supposed to
there.
fly in
See,
the
look,
park."
Sean saw the breaking news. Yes, Sean. Yes, he saw the breaking news.
Ron and Michael. Okay.
It's on him. Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't want to type it. It's a lot to type.
Well, just to say, I've been flying in this park for 4 years. I've taught people how to play golf here.
Oh,
I
whose
taught
drone
myself-
is this? Whose drone is this?
This is Justin. He has a squirt,
Oh,
a-
wait, is that one of them? Is that one of them?
a sin whoop.
Oh, you got a
Yeah.
Cinewhoop. I hate you.
He built it. He built it himself.
Oh, dude, I want a Cinewhoop.
But you see on the stairs there in the upper 12 o'clock position, that's where we sit. And we
Yes.
fly the whole
Yep.
way into the park. So
Right.
as of lately, they've just been coming in the park, sitting there, watching us fly.
Get out. That's great.
And they pretty much can't say anything because we're not doing anything illegal.
right.
Right.
We're not sitting,
How
we're
you
not
doing?
next to each other, shoulder to shoulder and stuff. And the park is empty.
Yeah.
The park is empty. Sit there and take a nap while I burn my batteries
I
and let
mean,
me go home.
exactly. And you know what? What
Exactly.
is
Yep.
what is
Yep.
so wrong? You're doing you're not shooting up. You're not doing drugs. You're having a good time. What do they want you to do?
Well, you know what it is, Mikey?
you can't win.
I've come to find out, Mikey, a lot of people aren't happy with the fact that you're doing nothing and they have to work.
Okay.
To them, it's
We're
not doing,
doing nothing.
well,
right,
you're
to them,
working, kind of.
but to them,
We're working.
it's doing nothing.
right.
We're
Right.
always trying to get footage and things like that. You
Yeah,
understand?
exactly.
So, but to them, oh well, let me walk over. I have so much footage of in the last month of the New York City Department of Parks and police cars, more than I've gotten in the last 4 years.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Robert, help me out here.
You're starting to make a statement. I don't know if I want you to come to Philly.
Do tell.
Look, all I'm saying is it's safe to fly in New York. If it wasn't, they would have tased me already.
Okay, whatever. I see
Right,
that little-
Justin?
I
Right,
see that
Justin?
little cop in the car.
Remember, Justin, the two ladies, the two Parks Department women, I said they're probably coming over here to mess with us, and she stopped and got out her phone and was like, "Oh, girl, did you see so and so, so and
I
so?"
was trying to find that video.
You know, it was funny.
Mm, 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 mm.
But I have plenty of footage of them. I might do a
Police?
collage and dedicate it to New York City Department of Parks, but then they'll really come after me.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I remember you said James asked who was flying in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yesterday.
you know, it's funny about the Bronx, and I said this to you one day we were out flying. I said, if it used to happen in New York City, it's still happening in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
The Bronx is like that, bro, where they'll let anything happen. We
That's
were
true.
at Orchard Beach, me and James, and the cops rolled up on us. And the cop goes, "What are you flying?" "I fly a Mavic. I fly over here all the time." I'm like, "Do you?" He goes, "Yeah, we fly over here all the time. People will be on the beach and guys will still be
Hey,
flying."
John Donato,
John,
What's up, JD?
this sun is cooking me over here, and I lost my
that
those
warm?
shades are too dark. No, right here, like coming right in the door. It's coming to that time of the year where
Mhm.
the sun is on that perfect angle, and it'll be like this every night until like maybe July, and the seasons start to change. Is this
What you
with them?
doing?
Just oh, wait a minute, Justin. I did have that footage following. I told Justin to here they is that with them? Yeah, sitting there when he makes the right turn back towards the bleachers. You'll see one girl was sitting in the car on her phone, and the other one was talking about Shaniqua or Shaquana or whoever the hell she was talking about. You know, but there's the car right there in the center of the screen. I'm telling Justin because they sat there for about a half hour. They sat for a half hour and then they drove past us and made the U-turn. And I was like, Justin, it'll make good footage if you follow the Parks Department car as they go down and around.
You know, you
See?
could do that with the Tello, right? Flip over.
Have the Tello on me at the time.
So I'm
I
telling
think you
him
could do
right
so
now,
much more with the
I'm
Tello.
telling Justin right now, the Justin's new to FPV too, Mikey.
I
So
can
I'm
tell.
telling him, I'm saying now follow them, follow them,
Getting a
follow them.
little
Well,
sick.
you know, follow them.
Right into the back of the window.
No, that'd be. Oh, wouldn't that be great?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
he turned away.
All right,
He's gonna hit
hold on the license plate. I want to call that in.
it. He almost hit it.
No, he was good. I actually have footage of following them. I think it was flying your drone, Justin.
That was good, Justin.
Yeah.
I actually did have footage of it, of following them, but now they're not bothering us. They're not even paying us any attention anymore, which is good. That's the way I like it. And the guy that told me I couldn't fly in the park anymore, now he just looks at me and smirks. He's
Hey,
like,
Andrew.
this dude is just going to keep coming to the park regardless. I'm not going to say nothing to him. And then I told him to ask his supervisor, how come they have no flying drones on, they don't have it stamped on the signs? And I'm hoping he did. So his boss could say, I don't know. What was it? Oh, Shenzhen Squirt it was. Interference, center field interference. I'll see if I can find that footage. But Justin let me fly the Squirt, which was interesting. Let me just mute this. I don't know. I'll see if I can find it first. You guys keep talking.
Paul, you see Andrews in the chat, right? He's listening. He mentioned about your fish.
Yeah. Well, I was just in the kitchen preparing some delectable delights for tonight.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Anything fresh?
What's your definition of fresh?
Like
Cooked this year.
Bought this week, bought within a week or two.
He's in good this year.
No comment.
Yeah, cooked this year, Paul. Anything
Sold
fresh
this year.
Well, I
Cooked
was
or
lucky
canned?
Tonight, right?
Cooked or canned this year?
in January to pick up some roadkill. I was lucky to pick up, and
Well, they call that corned beef hash.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
I mean, if you ever look at corned beef hash, it's corned beef, but from where? I'm just saying.
it was off the
Hash
front
it.
of a semi. That's what it was. Where it was corned. at.
Wow.
From under a semi-tire, still
Yeah.
warm and bubbly.
Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go pick up a package.
What happened, Mikey?
I'll be right back. I gotta pick up a package.
Pick up one for me too.
Yeah, I will get you one.
All right.
Yeah, Global Drones knows. He says you scrape off the mold and you eat around it. You know.
It's not cheese.
Hey, can you get Andrew in here if he's got time? I don't know.
He is
Well, it's
here.
10 minutes too. If,
He's
It's
in the chat, but
yeah, I see him. I don't know if he's getting ready. If you're going live, Andrew, put a plug for your stream. Everyone should plug their own live stream.
Well, actually, guys, check out Pusa Studios. Very, very, very nice live stream, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially when he has lipstick all over him. It looks like Ksenia's been boxing him up.
Send him a super chat. You'll see.
Yeah, they like those.
Exactly.
He likes those, especially the ones with the stickers.
Yep, Herman sends those.
Global Drones,
we
John
got-
Donato. Okay. Yes, everyone loves Pusa Studios. You know why?
317 people watching. Hit that like button. Come on.
Hey, Pusa Studios. You see, we got bots too on the numbers. Think you're the only one that can hit high numbers?
Yeah, look now. Look now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a ticket. Don't just excuse the 26 likes.
What?
27 now.
Come on, it's
Ooh,
three.
29.
It's
Uh-oh.
it's 291 people
I
watching.
can't
Come on, hit that
No,
like button.
there's not.
Of
There's
course,
probably about 35 people watching, and the rest are all automation.
Hey,
Well,
Curtis, what's good, man?
thank you much. We appreciate you all. We really do. But hold on, to win this Tello in next week's this we're giving it away. It's the Fly Less bundle because it only has one battery.
Is that the one you crashed?
Justin Drone
Oh, here we
Evolution.
go.
Justin Drone Evolution donated it to be given away. We are giving away a Fly Less bundle. Has one battery, the Tello itself. Leave a comment and say
Any,
what,
is it charger?
why, what is it, Herman, you're gonna say?
It doesn't come with a charger.
I want that Tello
Because,
because
right, you have to put in the comments after the live stream, I want that Tello because. Now, if 3 people only, we're gonna use a random generator on 3 people. If 5 people comment, it's the same thing. So
Can I?
after the live stream, though, you got to leave a comment.
Can
I want the Fly
leave a
Less
comment in the comment
the
section below.
Yeah, you just put in there. I want that Tello because I want to sight in my shotgun. You know, that's what you do.
or I need a new tie clip.
Whatever you want to put. Oh,
No
now
tie.
Or
you
I
got
need a
some
new
really
tie clip.
elaborate tie clips.
If you
Lord.
take the prop guards off, it does make a dandy tie
You
clip.
know that, right? You got some elaborate tie clips. How do you hold your head up all night
Yep.
with these tie clips?
Very easy when you're smelling gray shrimp.
Hey, all kidding aside, Justin, it was very nice of you to donate that for the cause.
Yeah. So, and I think I've only seen Justin fly it a handful of times, so I'm pretty sure it still works.
Does that work with the smart controller?
No, what's happened?
Does
This
that
one
work with the smart controller?
direct Wi-Fi to your Does that work
Your
on a
phone.
smart controller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
slide across the glass of the smart controller. That's about it.
Yeah,
Can you
try it with your
imagine
Crystal
that?
Sky. I'm sure it'll work with your Crystal Sky too.
Can you imagine that?
Please.
They make it work with the smart controller. I'm like, let me get
Right. Global Drone says, or I like to
$100
watch things get
drone.
blown away in the wind. Well, if you want a Tello that can be blown away in the wind for free, since just Drone Evolution donated it, we're gonna give it away. And next week, Wednesday, we'll use the random generator, and I'll have to come to your house, Herman, and show you how to do all of that. It's an excuse to get out the house.
Hey, Herman,
Yeah.
does
She
the winner
heard
have
me.
to pay the shipping?
Wifey heard me on that
We're
one.
gonna have to pay the shipping.
Yeah.
No, I think
Nope,
Mark's
they don't have to
gonna
pay no
cover the
shipping. They have to pay no shipping. I'll ship it.
Okay.
I will ship it, definitely.
And you know
We're
you
not
forgot
gonna
you forgot
we're
the
not
toggle.
gonna do like some on YouTube.
You mean I can't play with it for 6 months and then let my friend win it?
If you win, you can do it again.
No, we're not
Does
gonna
he
keep
send,
it. You know
does
what?
anybody know if he's sent it yet?
I'm gonna put 1,000 miles on it and then send it
Anyway.
out.
Autograph it and
Send it around the world.
let no one win it.
Right. I'm gonna mail it out and pick it up at UPS tomorrow. But anyway, we're gonna ship it out. I will definitely ship it out. I have no problem with it. Hey, Keely V,
You mean
her
to tell me-
drones are being used to disinfect city streets.
You mean to tell me
Every place but in the United States, Keely V, that the FAA says that they're not going to use drones to disinfect our streets when it has worked so well in other countries. Go
Well,
figure.
Honestly, they could actually get out there with a truck with a hose and
Sprayer. Yeah.
Oh,
we do
you
a
mean
little
like
bit
they were
more
doing when they were
effective job.
spraying for when they were spraying for the mosquitoes?
For skeeters, yeah.
no, like he's spraying for a fire.
Because you remember they were coming. I don't know if they did it in your neighborhood, but when the mosquitoes get
fog.
really bad,
You don't want
Yeah.
to play with the disinfectant. Just hose it down like a fire.
best thing to do is have when you have.
Let the
heat at
buildings
home.
drip.
Hey, Robert, are you keeping the throat sanitized? He means, what are you drinking, Robert? Ed.
Jack Daniels Fire.
What are you doing there, Mike?
I went outside. Forget it. You gotta go out. I gotta jump in the shower.
Yeah, now you gotta Lysol your shirt, and then you gotta
I'm
wash your hands.
Guys,
What are
I
you
got to tell
doing?
you a funny story. Funny story. So my mother bought this germ-free crap, right? So she bought it in this 5-gallon jug. So she didn't want to give me the whole 5 gallons. She says, "Give me a bottle. I'll put some in a bottle." So I dumped out this soap, this facial cleanser soap, and she filled up the bottle of facial cleanser. So it's been sitting on my countertop for 2 weeks now. So
Right.
yesterday, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going upstairs to wash my face and hands. Frick that. So I sit over the sink and I turn the water on and I splash it on my face and I'm rubbing in and it went into every pore.
You were probably sweating, right?
Oh man, my face was red for 12 hours. I looked like you guys. I was your color. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I keep the travel one with me.
Yes.
Yeah, Herman has
Yeah,
Yes,
we got some in the car.
Herman has the travel bottle. As soon as we got in the car, we're like, and not just one or two, but
Actually,
like 4 or 5 pumps. Starts
you know,
running
you
down
can
your
go
head.
over to the bank and fill it up at the bank.
Yeah, because Herman says they have this big bottle at
Dude,
the
the
bank.
bank has a big Purell dispenser at the door.
That's fair.
Just to-
Herman walks in the door. and
Herman
goes,
walks in with bottles under his coat on both sides.
Are you here
Not
to
just
make
one, Paul, a couple.
for a deposit?
Couple.
I'm for withdrawal.
No, I'm just getting some more of your hand sanitizer. But I don't bank here.
Yeah.
I am a patron of your bank.
Well, you know what? That brings up a
Came
funny-
in for the sanitizer and the donuts.
Love my drones. I saw it on tube somewhere talking about drinking the beer as I tend to do. Someone said it was suggested to drink plenty of liquids as Corona dies in the gut. It
Yeah.
wants
I
the
heard that.
lungs.
Hey, Andrew is applauding. I think he's applauding the end of the show. Do you think?
Uh-huh.
He says, "Are you applauding? Are you letting me
Are
in?"
you letting me in?
Yeah.
Did you send him an invite?
Someone send him an
I
invite.
don't
I
have
sent
his-
him an invite.
Okay.
So guys, at 7-Eleven, $2.99 now for a mask.
got you beat. I
$2.99.
got you beat.
$2.99
Mikey,
for a paper
Mikey.
mask.
Mikey, I got you beat.
You got
Here in New York, $6.05 for one.
That's guys. I don't care. Listen, if it's mandatory to wear a mask, how could they charge you for them? How could they do that? I don't get it.
Mikey, they already arrested one guy that had 95,000 masks stockhold in his garage, and he was selling, and he had
Good.
shields and everything, but someone gave them in because he was selling them by the box to doctors
Oh,
and
you didn't
nurses.
hear yesterday? They
You
got
know
another
what?
person.
And yesterday, Justin told me they caught another guy and they raided his house. But
You know
this
what,
guy had
though?
95,000 masks
That's bad.
stockhold up in his garage. They took everything from him
They
and gave it
should.
away to the hospitals here
They
in New
should.
York.
Yeah.
That guy that licked the window at the bank.
Yeah.
I would have let him do it. I would have let him do it, and I'd have told him, no, just keep on going. Just lick the whole glass. Matter of fact, when you finish, get around the crease around where the mirror, where the window goes into the frame. Get your tongue in the.
So many people are trying to benefit off of this epidemic, and I'll give you another example. Somebody made a video the other day. I don't want to mention their names and give them more props because he already got like 1 million views.
Headlines. Hit the
Not the guy in New York, a guy in
okay.
Philly. But he made this video how the city is empty. It's an
Yeah, we
epidemic.
saw that.
And I went and flew the same exact spots. It's packed. It's packed. This city.
How do you get all of the people out of the
looks the
picture?
same. He erased the cars and the people. And he caused panics that way. I can't understand why people do that for a click. Is that what it's for? So I tried to expose him, but I didn't do a very good job.
Yeah, but I'm saying, though, how do you get all of the cars and the people out?
Funny stuff.
You erase them in post editing. You erase
You
them.
hear that, right, Mike?
What?
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
You know
We don't-
why? You know why, right?
We don't hear it very well, Lawrence.
It's just for a click, Mike.
Oh, I got you.
Mike, it's just for a click.
Gotcha. No,
I had a fake news thing here, but for some reason it wasn't loud enough, so I have to turn it up so you can hear it.
You are fake news.
That's exactly what it was.
yes.
He
fake
did
Fake
video.
news.
He did post editing to blur out.
And
people
you
are-
could see it, guys. If you look at the line, Herman, if you look at the lines in the street on the down shot, they're all stretched and distorted. I'm like, yeah, come
Yeah.
on, buddy. That's not
Yeah.
how our streets look. It's all twisted and boom,
Mhm.
you know. But,
But
why
dude, he has hundreds. He has so many views on it.
600,000 views so far?
When you only do stuff for clicks, then you get creative.
Yeah, well, you got to.
That's why we don't discuss that stuff on here, because we're real people.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean,
Mikey?
I don't know where you draw the line. I really don't understand.
Where do you draw the line? At
Yeah.
real shit and fake shit.
Well, you know what? The
Yeah,
thing
but-
is, somebody's always
Look what they
going
did
to
in New York.
click on that because it's
Yeah.
that wow factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody has fall to that. It's if you look at even with sports, look at the NBA. That's all they want people to do is wow. They don't
But Herman,
care
it's a
about
lie.
anything working. They don't
Did
care
you
about
send
those things
Andrew an
going
invite,
good.
Paul?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Okay.
Well,
All
we
right.
have to get out of here.
You know, Herman, if you're going to do a wow factor, I support that. You know, you want to show dead bodies.
Thank
that's
you,
great.
Matt.
But if you're going to kill bodies to show them, that's where, you know what I mean? Like if you're going to create
Yeah.
the fake thing, that's
Paul, you're slacking.
See that,
Why?
Lars? They out there now cheering for the hospital.
Yeah, at
workers.
7 p.m. every day in New York City.
oh, that's all.
Actually, people go outside their doors and they applaud and
Yeah.
clap and
Banging
bang
pots and
pots
pans
and
and
stuff. So I can bang.
Oh,
I can
That's
applaud with
awesome,
him.
bro. We should do it.
Andrew's in the waiting room, I think.
Oh,
We should do it. Wait till 7 so we can clap for
it's
it.
7 now. They're
You have
actually.
to let him
yeah,
in,
you
Herman.
can actually hear it outside Herman's
Thumbs up
house.
for those guys and all
I
the
thought I
nurses
heard it.
in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
You heard it?
So around the world.
There we
at-
go.
Yeah,
Oh my God, what kind of an agent do I need to get on this show? I've been in the
he's
green.
been sitting in the blue room all this time.
Well, you know what it is?
Have to do for next time. Let me know.
Andrew was in the green room stuffing his pockets.
Yeah.
I was. I wish there was a booze was there. I'd be loaded by the time I got on.
We can't see you.
Dude, that's an amazing
Oh.
thumbnail.
You got to turn your camera on. There you go.
There you
There we
Hey,
go.
how are
There
you?
we
We
go.
were waiting for the check to clear, Pooza.
Well, not a- she does the checking on that.
You didn't see the guy at the green room door saying to slide another check under?
Right. And then you said, "Oh, Andrew's saying the show's no over." No, I've been asking for 8 times. What do I do? I'm just sitting here in purgatory.
I'm
Let
glad.
me
I'm
in.
glad,
Let me in.
I'm
You know
glad
what?
Paul said something.
Well, we're
Yeah,
still learning how this.
No, they came up with some new funny thing that pops out on the
Yeah.
side of the window now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
give me okay.
And it just started doing that during the stream because it normally comes up on the bottom.
It started with 3 days ago. That's part of the security updates. After.
Yeah.
It
the new
is.
security.
It
Because
is.
when everybody else came in, it popped up on the bottom. When Justin came back, it came up on the side.
Hey,
I'll tell you,
don't feel picked on, Andrew. It took me 20 minutes for them to let me in.
Paul,
You just didn't want to come in.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Paul's a
Paul-
wild card on stuff.
Paul was in the audience with the cheap seats.
Yep, I was in the cheap seats.
He was in there harassing people for the snacks.
The brownies.
That's too fresh. That's too fresh. Oh, that's.
He's trying to pay with gray shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm so nauseous listening to you guys talk about.
yo, I'm telling you, that day when Kim went outside and yak, because Paul was talking about the
Oh, I
fish and the
yeah,
shrimp.
dry heaves, everything. I get it. Talking like that.
You
It's
want me
not
to describe
easy.
it for you, Andrew?
Yeah, just let me shut off here for a second. You want me to go? Just say you want me to go. It's easier.
So
So,
what's
Andrew,
going on?
are you going on tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a long. I'm gonna blow a gasket actually in about 2 hours. If you want to come watch me explode.
Yeah, well, who you mad at? Tell us. I want to watch.
Well, I'm
There's a
glad
hidden
you
meaning
came.
into it. There's the thumbnail, and if you can read between
Wait,
it,
let me
somewhere.
see.
Why they are real
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur Live. Why are they recruiting? Special presentation. That's funny.
Yeah. So
That's got to have some undertone to it. Who's the dinosaur?
notice there's two different colors in the letters. Take away the green,
Green.
and you got another platform that everybody's been bragging about lately. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to be talking.
Interesting.
No. Oh God.
And the dinosaurs are reference to the age group that's pushing people to go there.
Hey, Andrew, it's funny. I didn't know anything about a bot until I saw your bot cam.
Oh, my.
we had a few
How
bots
do you
in
get
tonight.
that
It was
bot
kind-
cam?
it
Yeah,
was
they
actually
came-
kind of fun.
I was watching it. I seen it. I got the same ones today watching me cross the bridge live over Montreal. So they're not fussy what they go to. Let's just say.
Okay.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Isn't YouTube going to come to your channel and say, hey, isn't there irregular traffic on that channel and we should investigate it?
No, most likely they're not going to do anything, or they'll take your channel down anytime it happens. Right after you're done, are you monetized?
Herman is not, but
Not.
I have a feeling it'll happen on Sunday night though.
Yeah, because that's right. It's close.
Yeah.
That's right. Because once you're that's why I tell people to monetize, even if you don't care about money. It's the access to a rep. Every time we get it, like this afternoon, again, we just email the rep right away with screenshots. This was before. This was after.
Okay, now see, this is what remember that message I sent you on Messenger?
Yeah.
I need to be able to contact the rep. Those guys need to be able to contact the rep.
And that's the
Because
thing, the channel needs to be monetized to do it properly. The other option is you can go through Twitter. That's a little more complicated, but you do need a Twitter account to do it.
okay, and you'd go through YouTube. You'd go through YouTube that way.
Yeah,
So
you catch the Twitter
YouTube-
account for YouTube, and you can.
YouTube's not on flip flop.
Oh,
TikTok. TikTok. Oh,
Paul, I think you got a message on AOL. You check that just for a minute. I'm gonna get right back into flip flop. Yeah. Yeah, see if that carrier pigeon's hungry or not before it goes back. But on the other side, where we're into it, on Twitter. That's why I always say, I know we joke around, but I don't like Twitter. I find it's cumbersome and all those things.
it is.
But
It
for
is.
YouTubers, it's an invaluable tool, and it's helped us a lot. Not only
All right. Well,
update-
because that issue that I addressed to you in Messenger, we have screenshots as well.
well, that's where you're going to go through Twitter, and then most likely they're going to ask to contact you them through another department. They're going to send you the link, you'll do it, and then you're going to send them the screenshots. But that way you can get a hold of Twitter if you're not monetized.
Right. Okay. Cool. I'm
That way you get your rep.
I'm monetized, but Herman's not. We're
Right.
trying to get Herman monetized now. So
But did that happen on your channel that night?
it happened on my channel first, and then Herman's the same week.
Okay, well then the easier way to do it is get in touch with your rep. I'll get Xenian to send you the package, how you do it.
Mhm.
It's web-based, but after that, then they're going to contact you directly through email. Since you already you're monetized, you have access to a rep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better off to do it through yours because you'll get faster response. There's a slower response right now, of course, because of what's going on in the world.
Right.
But it's still, you'll be in the file and you'll tell them. Now, most likely, don't be surprised if you have to send back a couple of times, and you might not get the answer in the end you're hoping for.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
biggest thing is you're always on file. Like tonight, when some idiot is doing what they're doing, at least you got proof it's not you doing it to your own channel. That's the thing. It doesn't mean they're going to.
Right. See, that's what I'm worried about. It happening while I'm doing a live stream, monetized, and of course YouTube is going to shut me down, thinking I'm running bots.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why. That's exactly why you want to do it. And we've been doing that now for a year and a half. We've literally been a year and a half since we had to start dealing with people botting our channel.
Okay, that's good to know. So at some time and point before Sunday stream, I need to get in
Yeah.
contact with you directly.
Okay.
So I can get that link and get that stuff already rolling.
Well, I'll
So
get
when it-
Xenia to email you tonight. She should be able tonight to at least give you that to get started. And that's
Yeah,
just a link.
yeah,
It
yeah,
should
that
give you
would
the
be-
package. Yeah.
that
So-
would be cool. That I appreciate that very much.
And screenshots are really important. Or sometimes they'll ask for video.
Yeah. Oh, I made sure I get screenshots.
Yeah.
See, it's not true what they say about you non-drone flyers. You are pretty cool.
I don't buy it.
Andrew, how do you get a hold of your rep again? How do you find out where your rep is?
It's a link that you got to go. It's a link you got to go through. That's when your Xenia can send it to you. And once you're there, you just go to that page. You'll open it. It's like opening up a ticket with DGI probably or anything.
Well, with you going live tonight, I wouldn't expect it, but tomorrow morning at about 10 a.m., I'll send you a message on Messenger.
Okay.
Through Messenger on Twitter.
Okay.
Don't forget the email.
Yeah, no problem. Twitter is always the fastest way to catch us. To be honest, it's
Okay, so you're on Twitter more. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Through the Blue Wrench Crew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
you know, Ed,
Got you.
You can just DM me, just do the message, the private message thing. So
Okay, gotcha.
you're under Novus Quads, right? Novus
That's
Quads?
Yeah.
not on the
Yes.
AO
Yes.
that's
Yes.
not on the AOL, is it?
We're not that high tech yet.
Hey, I still use AOL. Come on.
What?
I use AOL and Net Zero. Yep. But I don't
don't
do
use
any of
Chrome,
that
I use Netscape.
tweeter stuff. That
No,
tweeter
you-
stuff.
Who's
is
got the
for
dial-up
dumb.
sound effect? Someone just had a dial-up sound effect. I heard it.
Yeah.
You don't do the flip flop either, huh?
No flip flops. Because there's what's that one they've got for the youngins? They call it
TikTok. TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok.
But anybody
TikTok.
over 30, you're supposed to use flip flop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way past 30, my friend.
Okay, Paul.
So Novice Quads FPV is yours, right?
Yes. Yes.
Where I'm following you now, and I'll just
Yes. Thank you much.
No problem.
Thank you much.
Hey, John Donardo.
I just got the alert. 2 new followers.
There you go.
Pusa Studios got you back.
There,
Thank you
I put
much.
ID in the private message, so just reply through there.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
don't,
right, very
don't make
good.
it public. So
Because I was wondering about it, and the whoever had the bot machine
Mhm.
actually ran it up to about 300 and change.
oh yeah.
Now that I know the fact that the reason Herman's show didn't get taken off is because he's not monetized, I need to cover my behind.
Oh yeah. Oh no, even if you're not monetize, all that begins and ends with is you get to share the profit and you get access to a rep. You're more susceptible. No, sorry, let me rephrase that. You're as the same amount of susceptible to everything, no matter if you're monetized or not. It has nothing to do with what can take you down, what's a community strike, what's a copyright. It's the same laws for everybody across the board. Just when you're monetized, you have access to a rep, and that gives you a bit more leeway that you don't get when you're not monetized.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And I know
so
some people think that they think, well, I can put up copyright music, I'm not monetized. It has nothing to do with it. You can be taken down on the very first day you're up.
Yeah, I've had somebody,
That's not a
and,
good
and
thing.
Facebook is doing it too. They just got into the game of taking down pictures, videos. If
Yeah,
you
they
have
do.
a certain music track, Facebook will take it down. They won't even warn you. They will
Yeah,
take
they'll
it down and
just
say
take it
that
down. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
No, that's
Everybody knows this is going on. Why can't YouTube do something to kind of
They don't
stop?
care.
well, you know, everybody's complaining about not being able to right click anymore for names. That's part of starting what's going to probably be a bigger movement.
Gotcha.
And that's to get rid of
Yeah, I
sub
did
for
notice
sub.
that.
And I think it's going to be the beginning of more pushes, but they'll never get rid of it.
Yeah,
fully.
but how do they prevent something like that if they
They can tell if it's short views. What I wish YouTube would do is make the length of a view longer to count as a view, because then they would be meaningless. No one's going to have a bot run for 21 minutes. You know, we would get less views, but we would get a more proper representation of what's a true view.
Yeah, but if you have videos that are like 3 and 5 minutes, 2 minutes, then
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You know, it's like I say, it's never going to be perfect, but they can still at least get better at it, you know? So we'll see what happens. I mean, in time will tell.
oh well.
Well, I don't
All
know.
right.
Grab back,
well,
guys.
just before you got in here,
All
we
right.
were, Robert, about to do a drop.
he said he'd be right
Oh,
back.
I was trying to get it.
I can hold it in for a couple more minutes. I'm good to
Okay,
go.
no, I was trying to get it in while Andrew is still here.
Sorry.
Doesn't have to break out.
You guys
Andrew, you
ready?
know the routine already, right?
He's like,
You guys
Right.
ready?
Yep,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by.
Those
Guys.
Thank you very much.
I tried
Okay,
it.
Robert, you can go tinker.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, Rob.
more than me.
We were about to.
He,
get
he
out
was
of
working under pressure there.
You didn't, I thought I saw him starting to squirm a little.
Yeah,
You
he was
know.
dancing.
Listen, you guys do a plug for your live streams because
here. About that
it's not
time.
that time, but it's almost that time.
I got
That time for
13
what?
after 7.
Huh?
It's 13 minutes after
13,
7.
14 after 7. We'll do a drop for your live stream anyway. What the hell? Come on, Paul. So, all right, I'll start on Sunday. Sunday nights with those guys will be on my channel, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Paul, Monday. Herman?
Monday nights, Herman's on at
Here we go.
5
On Monday
o'clock.
nights, you got the PMS show from the Paul Murray's channel, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And 3 a.m. as well. It's a
And
double.
randomly at 3 a.m.
And it stars Herman and Lawrence.
No, I don't.
And
No,
then
there's no
down
damn
the-
3 a.m.
Down the week and Tuesday, we got the Philly and Ron show at 9 p.m. right after Roto Talk Live at on Tuesday night, 9 p.m.
And Pusa Studios every damn
We're on
day.
at some point. Somewhere.
Every damn day.
Yeah, it'll show up somewhere somehow.
Stay tuned because if you want to know,
on
you
YouTube,
got to
Pusa
go
will-
and see Pusa's
Well,
studio.
you're going live after this, right? Right, Andrew?
I'm 9 tonight.
At
I know.
9 tonight.
Yeah, I
You
want to
gotta-
curse. I want to curse a little bit more.
He
so
will
I'm
be
gonna-
ranting, guys, so don't
Yeah,
miss
he
it.
wants to get into that certain time frame where he's forgiven for what he says.
Okay.
Oh, okay. See, just
You,
do
go,
like
you
me,
going over there, Paul?
Andrew. Just do like me and say the views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily the views
Oh,
and opinions.
these
of
ones
everyone
will
on
be
the panel.
mine.
Yes,
Oh,
they will be
in
yours.
every shape and form, my friend. But it says
YouTube,
rand on
forgive
to it.
me
I
for
mean
what
every
I'm about
word.
to say.
You
Yeah.
should read the disclaimer and say that, Andrew. That would be
Oh, I will. Don't
These
worry.
views are mine.
I will.
What
do-
everybody doesn't know is under the table, Ksenia sits next to him. When he gets too far off, she squeezes the hell out of his knee.
Oh, there's some nights you can't squeeze hard enough, my friend. And I got some videos to prove it. Once in a while, when we're doing normal stuff,
I'm
yes.
looking forward to it. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
You
What's
will be
up,
able to
Night
see
Jet?
me.
And Night Train, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That
Call
is
the
right,
whistle
nice
stops.
reading.
Yep.
Good
And
for the
don't forget
TV
our
show.
friend Roger.
Hey, Carpenter.
He's on every morning at 9 a.m.
That's a lie. He's been sending me messages at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7:30.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a question for you guys. You can help me out. We were talking about the bots a while ago and the bot cam and that.
Yeah.
You guys are more analytical drone guys than that. You like a challenge. I think of it like hieroglyphics or cracking the caramel secret. I watched the bot cam and I think they're trying to tell me something. If you look down in the bottom right corner. Now they always put up one phallus where they all come in, and I think they're trying to tell me what they're into. But the other night they had 2 of them.
Oh,
I
get
think
out.
They're still telling you what they're into.
Ah,
Yeah, exactly. So I think they want a bit of each thing, and I'm trying to put it together. They want to tell me something. They're trying to crack the dome, and they're sending me messages like
Well, that's because the first one didn't penetrate far enough. The other one they wanted.
That's what
Yeah.
I think it is.
it's like an etch a sketch. They're telling me something. They want me to know it, and they just trying to give me little secrets sometimes. So, yeah. That's how you handle bots. Laugh your ass off at them. That's what you got to do.
Oh, well, see, what we did was we didn't mention it the whole time. That nobody mentioned until someone in the chat was like, wow.
Yeah, I
there's-
know.
Somebody
like a
was
bit-
like,
Yeah.
They-
Oh my God. You
they were
go.
like, wow, there's 300 and something there. So I had to hit
All of
my,
you guys, hit the like button.
my
Or
red
it's at the
button.
end. I said LOL,
Yeah.
trying to make a point that we don't need to be talking about this.
Yeah, yeah.
The other night, I just cried like Sally Field and said, "You love me. You really, really love me." That was. I have different. Depends on the day how I'm feeling.
You know who it is, don't you, Andrew?
Oh, well now,
Oh, we
now,
all
now the
know who
puzzle's
it is.
complete. Well, I got a couple of them,
Yeah.
so I got to deal with set. of
Well,
cards
Mikey,
sometimes, but,
Andrew
yeah.
may have a few more daggers
Yeah.
thrown at him than we do.
Yeah. Okay.
But I know that I'm pretty. Yeah,
But,
after watching
there's a
everything happen-
general circle.
Yeah,
we know of.
exactly. We're gonna call it code name.
Yeah.
and Justin sits there kind of chuckling to himself saying, I don't have that problem.
Yeah, that's right.
Not yet.
It's like a sensei just sitting there taking
Yeah.
a.
Yep.
Mhm. Well, it wasn't a problem until this week. Well, it's actually Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah,
that's
this week.
okay. I expect it. I've had it happen back during the Now Live days and
Yeah.
the Ustream days and all of that. So
Uh,
been there, done that. I've been through it already. Eventually, they get bored and move on to someone else
Exactly.
if you don't pay any attention.
Always take into account the common sense and the capacity going on between the ears of who does it. It's not hard to entertain them with something else. They'll be gone in a day or two. Jingling keys like a
Yeah.
child will attract them. They'll move on.
okay.
Yep.
So you're saying the pus between their ears can't hold them on it?
Oh yeah, if they shake their heads, it sounds like a spray can. It's like, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, no, don't worry. They're not going to win on Jeopardy anytime soon. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
You know, because there are. No, I'm not going to say it. We'll talk about that in private, Andrew. But all I can say is there are several states with names on them. I can name. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll stay quiet like that.
I like it.
You know, don't let me call Vino or Victor. Notice they all begin with V.
That's right. What a surprise.
Ah,
That's what you got to do. That's how you know. It's. I'm a firm believer. If you just grab the biggest bully and punch him in the nose, that makes everyone else sit down and take a seat.
Now
We
you
were
gotta-
on 2 years
you
live,
gotta go
March
in his
29th.
pockets.
Oh, get out of here! Yeah. What did you say? You were on 2 years?
It was 2 years. Well, it was our anniversary on the March 29th, 2 years since we first went live.
Wow.
After 1500, there's not one milestone we were ever able to celebrate without a whole pile of crap. And then every time you got another 1,000, another group that cheered you on despised you. And
Mhm.
it went from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7. It was the same story. And the ones that defended you over Almighty now wish you were gone forever. It's
Yeah.
just the way of being on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's
And I was
not
just
just
going to say that.
YouTube.
That's
It's
for every
social
channel.
media. Period.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's social
Yeah.
media. Period. So don't get it wrong. The same thing
Yeah.
happens on Facebook in groups and on Flip Flop that Paul
You
uses.
said something very key there. That's the whole issue. People let it, and especially I blame lives 100%, and monetization made it become a social media. It should have never become a social media.
Mhm.
That's why the garbage goes on. When it was looked as a creators platform, yeah, there was some that were kind of loose in the head or say something, but not to the amount of jealousy and bitterness and cruelty that goes on now. It is like social media. Every jackass that would write a page-long reply in Facebook now can come do a 4-hour video doing it.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, you're so.
you're gonna
that's
find
right.
knuckleheads everywhere.
Yep. They made
Yeah.
monetization too low at the beginning. It should have been at least 10,000. And that's back way before I was monetized. It's not to help me.
No, I agree.
It's to
Well,
be a
see,
pod-
now they're screwing it up because supposedly if you don't make it that year, you got to start over.
No, that's not true. That's a myth.
Oh,
What,
That's a
so,
myth.
No, it could.
what I
think
don't
it-
understand what Herman's situation was,
It's gonna
instead of
go
going
down a little
forward
bit.
monetize wise, it seemed like he was going backwards or they reset him or
You
something.
got to go 365 days. So tomorrow, the 366 day doesn't count anymore. You got to monetize within those 365.
That's what I'm talking about. Last year,
Mhm.
Herman was right at the cusp.
Yep.
And then
Shut
that cutoff cusp went by, and now he's grinding double hard now.
Well, that's it, because he was losing every day. Then what he had 366 days ago doesn't count anymore. And if you have some bad days after it, you lose your big days because of it.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Mhm. Which means, Herman, it's time for you to dance.
Yeah, okay. That ain't happening.
Should we start it at $50?
Huh?
Should we start the bidding at $50?
Oh no.
You
See,
can start whatever you want.
Uh,
It ain't happening.
Curtis, that is the person we're talking about. Going from the chat.
Oh,
anybody getting comments? Oh,
That is one of the people
yeah,
we're
that's
talking
it.
about.
That's one. That's exactly what we're talking about. That's one of the incidents we're talking about. But
Yeah, I don't know him. Oh, I gotta watch this.
yeah, Philly Drone Life. If you get a comment from someone named Tom,
I am.
Oh.
it's usually a link that goes to a porn site.
Oh, I didn't get that yet.
Yeah, if they're trying to come into your stream or something like that.
Okay, God, thanks for the
Yeah.
warning, guys.
Yeah.
Thank-
So big and the funny thing is the way YouTube is set up. If you have it set, and correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, but if you don't have it set to stop inappropriate comments,
Mhm.
it will post to your page. But as long as you have it set to stop inappropriate comments, it just sits in limbo
Yep.
somewhere, which means you click on it and it'll take you to the porn site. But if you click on the owner, Tom doesn't exist.
Yeah. We disable links right away. Nobody can post links into it.
Right,
Separate.
right.
That's an automatic withhold.
Yeah,
what does
which is
that
a good
mean?
thing that YouTube is doing.
When it says unappropriate comments, does that mean somebody can't say F or bitch or something like
If they have it set that way, yeah, depending on the set. And you can also put your own custom
And
perks.
links. If
Got it.
someone puts a link in your comments, it's not going to go to your page anymore.
that?
It's going to go to this limbo space, and you're supposed to approve it. But inappropriate stuff, I think they did pretty good, Andrew, because
I gotta change
it
it.
didn't go any further than that.
Yep.
But I
Okay.
still expect some in the future.
I've got
But I would block
couple of
links and-
comments that you can't open.
What's that, Herman?
I have a couple of comments on videos you can't click on and open it to
Because
reply to.
those are people trying to hide
Mhm.
who they are and things like that.
Yep.
but we won't worry about that. All right.
Don't worry about that, Ed. It's not happening.
We have our own
Man,
custom list.
No funky chicken, please, Phantom Flight 101.
It's
Like
not
we have got a lot of stuff, you know, like you get some idiot I subbed you or subbed you back. All that stuff I got
Right.
blocked already. And even like they try to get crafty and spell sub like S space U space B. I do all the different spelling variations and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all of them, but it's gotten pretty much all of them now at the most part.
So no more of that. I washed your car and
Yeah,
I watched your.
I painted your pineapple and danced on your fence. Will you come by and paint my pineapple and dance my fence as well?
Oh my.
You know you got a good channel when stuff like that is said. You're just dying to get over there. So
Yeah, right.
this got to be quality.
Of
Wow.
course. Of course.
I washed your car.
Yeah.
I watched your.
Come wash mine.
Oh, it used to drive me crazy when people thought they would get past the system. You go into live stream, you'd see them yelling at somebody and that. Don't say the S word. Only use pancake. We only pancake in here. That's 7,000 times a minute. Oh, the algorithm has no idea what you mean. Yeah,
You know,
you're safe. You're good.
I've seen that.
Yeah, yeah. I
That's
pineapple.
so
we
funny.
only use pancake in here.
I pancake me. Pancake me back. Yeah.
Don't use the S word.
Oh yeah, like it's like they, you know, like their hands are going and everything. They think they've dodged a bullet. No, the algorithm does not know what's going on whatsoever. It hasn't put it together.
You can't figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrew, I'm convinced the algorithm is some skinny dude sitting in a table at a desk eating chicken wings, and every time an alert goes off, he just presses a button with the finger that doesn't have buffalo
Yeah, it
sauce.
might be
on it.
honest. I think the sauce is there myself.
With the finger that doesn't have the buffalo sauce on it.
I'm telling you, it's just a security guard at night watching the machine.
Yeah, Herman's convinced it's a
Something
building
goes
like
wrong,
Men
he
in
makes a
Black.
call.
It's a building like Men in Black. You have the old security guard there, and you open the door, and it's a computer this big. And
Carpenter
his
Rick
name,
got
and his
Tom
name
com-
is Watson.
No, it might be a little bigger than that.
It's a victim.
Carpenter Rick says he got Tom comments today.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
Okay.
And that's a big scam. There's a lot of big channels. They're big, but they have no video.
Listen, you're all safe
Yeah.
as long as you do not go past that link.
Yeah.
Once you click the link and it takes you to wherever it takes you, do not click
They
on
gotcha.
anything on the page. Shut it down immediately.
Don't click on links that are in your messages.
Right. If you
No.
don't, right, in your
Stop them from
message,
being there. It
yes.
doesn't matter if you know them for a year or not, or 10 years, or never met them. Don't click on links.
Robert
Exactly,
says that's a load
especially-
of pancakes.
Especially if you see something like Andrew, I love your beard, and
Yeah.
his link. You know,
Only pancake here.
So soft. Brittleism.
Yeah.
I hate
It's just
that.
like getting an email. You don't
Yeah.
click on Prince Albert's
Yeah.
royalty. Don't
Yeah.
do it.
You don't want to
The
see
one
his
to say
royal
you've
flush.
just won.
People seem to let down their guards.
Congratulations.
Use the same common sense as you would in real life. You don't do stuff like that. You wouldn't do it in real. Well, I mean, most people. Just look at things like that. Don't click on links whatsoever. That- I
reading
never-
is fundamental.
Like the
Reading
ones
is
that come
very
up,
fundamental.
Congratulations, you have just won.
Yeah.
You
If-
don't
Yeah.
if
click
you-
on those
even
either.
if you don't read fast, read it slow. But make sure you don't click on nothing. Plain and simple.
Love-
Carpenter Rick, if you did get a comment from Tom, just take a screenshot of it. Is all you can do is have it for ammo in the future.
Love my drones. I love those that freak out over the sub word. See, I want people to say I subscribed. If they feel they need to tell somebody, as long as it's in a sentence, YouTube's well aware what
Yeah.
they call it. They made the button. They're not surprised by the word.
Yeah.
But it's that stuff is so lazy. And so I subbed you. I subbed you. I subbed you.
Yeah.
If you tell somebody, hey, I checked out your content, man, I love that banner. You done some great things. I subscribed. Great. Perfect. I'm happy with that.
You see what Curtis said?
Yeah, I see that.
Not even good porn. Don't ask me.
You know what?
He obviously watched it.
Hold on. Did you guys? I saw this thing on Facebook. This lady, she goes, she's like, she's going
You.
live on
You.
Facebook, and she says, "I'm out for a walk, and some guy came up to me and he asked me to show him my boob. He'll give me a roll of toilet paper."
Oh, I've
So I was
seen
like,
those.
Oh my God. And she goes, oh my God. He goes, so he asked me again. He goes, if you show me your boob, I'll give you a roll of toilet paper. And she goes, he went that way. And she had the roll of toilet paper in her hand.
Yeah, that's how you got it. That's how you get to look at stuff. You got to look at it and laugh.
I had a special plan for that week for Easter. I was going to call it celebrating Easter with.
It said you got 2 comments, same video, Sam, same Tom with the red triangle for his banner. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they're actually
And it's going to
changing it.
change names. It's going to go around, and there's about 18 of them right now, and some of them are showing up to 400,000 subscribers, and that with no
Mhm.
content. This is a guy that goes around every couple of months for some reason.
Well, I typed in Tom's name
He does.
manually,
He has
and it
400,000
was actually I typed in Tom's
Fake.
name
Yeah.
that was on the account,
Mhm.
and it actually took me to someone who had 100 and something thousand, and it was obvious this Tom wasn't the one who did it. But I guess they supposed I was going to go there and curse him out
Right.
and tell him, why are you doing this to me?
Well, they're all
It-
fake
it-
channels. They're not even real. It's a scam behind a scam. That's exactly
Right,
the
right,
win-
right.
Yeah, they happen.
All right, Herman, I got to get out of here, man.
It's that time, guys. It's that time to get out of here.
Do we think case for at the end? or
Dropping
at
a shot?
A drop in a shot.
Dropping a
I don't
shot?
have any more to shot with.
The shot is gone unless you and Justin going to go out for us like kings.
Like kings.
He's
Hey,
got it.
hey,
Yeah.
come on, Justin. Come on, Justin. Paul's even got Pepsi there. Mine is
I
gone.
got Pepsi.
Yeah,
And now I just let everyone know I've been drinking out of the black cup these last 15
mhm,
minutes.
now we know.
Good luck. Wow.
Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
Those
guys.
guys dropping a shot.
I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for coming and hanging out with this nice esteemed panel of fellas here.
Misfits.
A nice group of guys. Yeah, you can call them misfits. What the hell? But thanks for coming and stopping and hanging out with us, guys. And I'll see you next time on Phantom Flight 101. With
Good
those
night,
guys.
everyone. Thank you for supporting the channel. Seriously.